Just pinch myself for a second. Yep. No, this is real. The New York Giants are still 5-1, and I'm live streaming 2 shitty football teams that I could give 2 shits about. But we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to talk about the New York Giants. We're going to watch the Philadelphia shit cans and the Dallas cow shits, and we're going to have a good time. And hopefully this game results in a tie, and the New York Giants take first place before we know it. What's going on there, MYG guy, man? What's going on there, Moose? What's going on there, Talking? What's going on, Doozy? Thanks for popping into the stream, man. What's going on? Thank you to everybody for being here. Colby in the chat, FBL in the chat, Mac in the chat, Max Riley in the chat. He says, let's go, Giants, big win. What's going on there, Dylan? What's going on there, Afghanistan? What's going on there, FBL? What's going on there, Salvatore? What's going on there, Zenda Lion? I could smell first place, guys. I could smell first place. I can't wait. I still can't believe we're 5-1. What's up, Xbox? What's going on there, Wicked? What's going on there, Colby? What's going on, Donovan? We definitely deserve this so much. We definitely deserve this so much. We've been through hell and back. And Matt T says, I remember my first beer. What's up, Matt? I'm still high on the start of the season for the New York Giants. I still can't get it out of my head. I'll definitely have a video out on it tomorrow going in more details, but I was trying to save my voice for the live stream tonight since I told you guys I was going to do that. But I'll definitely have a video up tomorrow talking about the Giants in further detail and the rest of the season, and I'm looking forward to it. But tonight, we're just going to sit back, we're going to relax, and we're going to enjoy a game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to see what comes from it. MY Giants 26 says 5-1, baby. Let's go, man. Playoffs, man. Let's get it. What's going on there, Clock, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Get the excuses ready for the rest of the league. Yeah, exactly. The worst 5-1 team of all time. Well, Lamar Jackson, he didn't sleep well the night before. That's what it was. Lamar Jackson didn't sleep well the night before. What's up, Eric, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Jags next 6-1. Let's go, man. Hit that like. Let's go. Anthony says, what's up, Dana? Should we be rooting for the Cowboys to win? Because if they do, would be tied at 5-1. Yeah, I mean, you can. I'm probably going to root for the Cowboys just because I hate the Eagles more, even though I hate both of them pretty equally. I don't think the records mean too much, especially this early in the season, because for all we know, we may be competing with Dallas for a playoff spot, and, we might look back and say, oh, we wish that the Eagles would have beaten Dallas. So it really doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I just hope these two teams beat the hell out of each other, and it's very hard for me to root for either team, so I'm kind of just rooting for a tie. What's up, Devon Griffin, man? Thanks for popping in. And VT Jake, thank you to being a member for 24 months. Says the Giants' record is inflated, though. Yeah, it's so inflated. I'm going to show you guys a stat, by the way, because all I hear all the time, I thought this was an interesting stat I saw on Twitter that CBS Sports posted. All I hear all the time on Twitter, whenever, and I'm going to continue to say it because I want people to be consistent in their arguments. All I hear all the time is, Daniel Jones can't win. Quarterback, it's a winning stat. Quarterback stats, you should include win-loss because it's the most important position that affects wins and losses. Well, take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. This is coming out from CBS Sports. Best quarterback winning percentage since Week 12 last season. Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, Tua Tagovailoa, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. So if you're a guy that goes by wins when you judge quarterbacks because it's the most important position on a team and it's a position that impacts wins more so than any other, Daniel Jones has the second highest winning percentage since Week 12 last year. And in the 6 games that he didn't play, his team is 0-6. How about that? So there you have it. Let's go. Let's get to the chat. MY Giants 26, he says, can we talk about Bellinger? How about 82? Listen, Daniel Bellinger needs a lot of props. Daniel Bellinger is playing. He's been incredible. He's probably our best rookie thus far this year. He's contributed every game. He had a huge block today. Obviously, he caught the touchdown, which was equally as good a pass from Jones in the red zone, but it was a really good catch by him as well. But he had a huge block, if you remember, on the kick return. I think it was by Brightwell, if I'm not mistaken, where he brought it out to the 50-yard line. Daniel Bellinger had a huge block on that return that sprung that run and allowed him to get to the 50-yard line. So, yeah, Daniel Bellinger's been playing really well for the New York Giants. Hopefully it continues, and that looks to be one of the best value picks for Joe Schoen in his first year. So, hopefully he keeps that up, man. I'm a big fan. It's nice to finally have a true tight end back with the New York Giants, a guy that's both capable of being a very good blocker and he's not the best athlete in the world, but certainly capable of running some routes, catching some balls when they're thrown his way. So he's definitely been a really, really welcomed addition for the Giants. Christopher, man, thank you very much, man. My first ever Giants game, electric. I can't even imagine what the atmosphere was like. I can't wait. Somebody said fix the mic. What's wrong with the mic? What's wrong with the mic? I don't know what's wrong with the mic. I can't hear. You guys can, so you let me know. But I could always switch to the crappy mic if there's a problem. But I don't know. I don't know what the issue with the mic is. But and Allison says, hey, Chris, do you think the Giants end up third in the division or second after tonight? Also, what is your prediction for the future of the NFC East? Yeah, at the beginning of the week, I predicted that the Cowboys were going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles because I do like the way that they match up with Philadelphia. But the more I thought about it, the more, because it's in Philadelphia, and the fact they still have Cooper Rush at quarterback, I do think Dak's obviously an upgrade there. I'm going to slightly lean with the Eagles, but I would not be shocked one way or the other. So if I had to predict going in, I'm going to say the Eagles narrowly win and they get to 6-0. I do think the Cowboys will probably beat them when they play in Dallas. And I do think they have the makeups of the type of football team that could certainly give Philadelphia fits, because you look at their team, Jalen Hurts, to me, if he's a guy that you could force to have to throw in the pocket, he's going to struggle. And Dallas has a really good defensive line that's obviously headed by Micah Parsons. So if they could contain him in the pocket and he has to throw, I wouldn't be shocked if he has a horrible game tonight. I wouldn't be shocked if he has 3 interceptions and the Cowboys win. I think the Cowboys defense is legit. I think it's one of the best defenses in the National Football League. So I could see this game going either way. I'm going to slightly side with the Eagles because it's in Philly, and because Rush is at quarterback and not Dak. So with that being said, I guess I'm predicting the Giants will be in second place. The Eagles will be 6-0, and the Cowboys will be 4-2. But obviously, the Cowboys own the tiebreaker on us, at least thus far, because they beat us head to head. If we do end up back tied later on, but that'll be my prediction going in. But would not be surprised either way. I actually think Dallas is slightly better, especially when Dak is the quarterback. That's just my personal opinion. But right now, I would say I would slightly lean towards Philadelphia because of all the reasons that I said for tonight. MY Giants 26. Mike is good. You're good. Audio is perfect. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, I might have been playing with the mic and maybe you heard a squeaky noise. That might have been it because I move it around. I'm still getting used to this being in front of my face. So that may have had something to do with it. I don't know. So I apologize. Chris says, you trade, what does that say? You trade a second for a young wide receiver or keep picks for rebuild. If you could get a high-end young wide receiver for a second-round pick, if the contract makes sense, I'm completely for that. You're going to use early draft capital on a wide receiver anyway. So if you get a proven commodity at the position that's young, up and coming, a guy that you can build with, a guy that you feel fits the scheme, I have nothing against using draft capital like that. But it comes down to the contract and how he would fit the scheme and everything else. But if they could find the right guy, yeah, I'd be open to it for sure. Let's see. And Dayman says this draft class is looking like Reese's 2007 class. Everyone who was healthy is contributing. Daniel Bellinger is turning into a nice weapon. Yeah, I mean, I think it has potential to be a lot better than the 2007 draft class, if I'm being honest with you. That was the squeak, by the way, when I moved it, so I'll try not to do that. The 2007 draft class was definitely very good, and it definitely helped contribute to a Super Bowl. Obviously, with Ahmad Bradshaw, Zach Diassi, Aaron Ross, Steve Smith was in that draft class. Ahmad Bradshaw was in that draft class. So that was certainly a very good draft class. But I think this draft class has like star power potential, right? Obviously, with Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau. So I don't know, ultimately where this draft class is going to fall, but I certainly think it has a higher ceiling than that draft class because of the two guys we got in the first round. The 2007 draft class was definitely good and was definitely a big part of why we won that Super Bowl, but didn't really have any stars in it. I mean, Ahmad Bradshaw was close. Steve Smith was close for a bit. But I think Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau, their ceilings are through the roof. And Thibodeau is certainly starting to come around, man. That guy looks like he is going to be a dominant force for this team for years to come. So I'm really excited about him. I definitely think Evan Neal is going to continue to improve. So I can't wait. I definitely can't wait. Let's see. And Rudy, thank you for being a member for 34 months. My man, 5-1 feels surreal. This year's team is a special one. So glad to celebrate these wins with Tana and the fans after being together through all the losses. It makes it that much sweeter, Rudy. It really does. Having to go through, this experience with all you guys and, how bad of a team this has been since I've been on YouTube and all the support that you guys have shown, not just me, but just the Giants in general. We've earned this going through this. We've earned this for sure. And hopefully it continues. Hopefully this is just the beginning and this team just continues to ride this magic carpet ride. And at this point, if you're a Giants fan, I can't say. My honest opinion of this team right now is I'm not scared of anybody on our schedule. I'm literally not scared of any team remaining on our schedule. I don't go into the Philadelphia Eagles game and say to myself, we can't win. I don't go into the Dallas Cowboys game and say we can't win. I don't go into the Colts game, the Vikings game, you name it. I don't go into a single game left on the schedule for the remainder of the season and say, we can't win. I don't feel that way because I think right now we have a coaching staff that gets the most out of these players. They make great second half adjustments. And we have a quarterback that is starting to prove more and more, at least to me, that come crunch time, when I need you to put up points, when I need you to deliver, he's been able to do it. I'm not scared of anybody right now. And this team is only going to get better. I'm going to continue to say that because it's truly how I feel. The offense is going to get better. The defense is going to get better. These are young players learning new offenses and defenses. So there's no reason to not have a lot of hope for the remainder of this season. I think we're going to the playoffs. And once you get there, we've seen as Giants fans what can happen. So you take it 1 week at a time once you get there. But I just want to get in the dance. It's been a long time since we've been there. And just give us that ticket. Give us that opportunity. And we'll see where we could go. But so far, it's been a great start to the year. I'm in love with this team right now. Silly Parody says, send those shades to the Hall of Fame. DJ, one more year. Let's go. Yeah, I think DJ. I mean, again, things could change. We still have 11 games left, but I think DJ is definitely setting himself up to get another year with the New York Giants. I think that's clearly obvious. I mean, if at this point, if you're still fighting it, I don't know what to tell you. The team's 5-1, and he has a lot to do with it. He's had 4 game-winning drives. He's come back 3 times from 10-point deficits in 6 weeks. So, yes, I definitely think Daniel Jones is trending towards getting another year with the Giants. And then we'll take it from there. Hopefully he can continue to grow if he does. Let's see what we got. Mr. Lopez might need to make a run at DJ Moore. We're no longer in a position to be selling. No, we're not selling. We're legit contenders. Listen, it all comes down to what the cost would be, whether or not we could fit him from within our cap, if it makes sense, how we feel he'd fit the offense long term. But if they get a young weapon and they could add him to this team and they think he could be a big difference maker and really, move this offense to another level, they should at least look into it. I'm not going to kill him one way or the other. If they don't make a move at the deadline, I'll completely understand it. We're still a young team. You got a new GM. He wants to keep his draft capital. But if there's an option there for a young receiver that makes sense and they pull the trigger, I'll be completely open to it. Bill M. What's going on, Bill, man? Glad to see you, man. My family thinks I'm nuts. I screamed so much during the fourth quarter. How do you have a voice right now? Bill, I don't know how I have a voice. Matter of fact, I got the reactions right here. Thank you to all my supporters on Twitter. You guys, so many people added me with my reaction. So for anybody that has not seen my reaction, I'm going to show you, I guess, what were the 2 most popular reactions that people were adding me on Twitter with. So I'll show you real quick. This was the Julian Love reaction of Bad Dog.
He fumbled it. He just tried to come back and grab it. Scrambling, throwing, and it's picked off. Yes! 30, 20, 15, still going. Still 13. Let's go! Oh, there's a motion. Hell yes! The Shades! Let's
that's the Julian Love reaction. And then the other reaction that I think a lot of people liked was this one, which was the Kayvon Thibodeau reaction. The snap, drops back, minute 40 to go. Jackson takes the snap, drops back.
Get the ball down to the ground!
Get the ball! Minute 40. So there you go. Those were the two ones where most people were at me on Twitter with those two reactions. But yeah, I don't know how I have a voice either. I was screaming like a little girl during that game. I was too excited, so I was so pumped up. Big Daddy, thank you very much, man. Over 60 years so far, this is the best season. It feels like it right now. It's certainly the most unexpected Giants season I think I've ever experienced. Somebody asked me in the stream, the one season that I could at least loosely compare it to would be the 2000 Super Bowl season. Even though I was higher on that team than this team going into that year, but I definitely didn't think that team was a Super Bowl team, and I probably didn't think that team was a playoff team going into that year. They had a lot of question marks, and everything just seemed to come together that year. So far this season, not that I'm saying we're going to go to a Super Bowl, but so far this season has those type of vibes for me in terms of it, it just feeling like a magical year thus far. It has those types of vibes to me. That would be the season since I've been watching the team that this is most similar to, at least thus far this year. And, we'll see week by week where it goes. Nelly, thank you very much. Tanner, we're 5-1. Can't believe it's 5-1. Let's go, Big Blue. Finally got the front office of the coaching right. Listen, the coaching has been so good, Nelly, that it's making the previous GM look better. Dave Gettleman sitting there watching, Brian Dable coach up his old players because let's be fair, this is still pretty much Gettleman's team. And he's like, oh, my God, I wish this guy was my coach while I was here. He's smiling. This game's underway. The Cowboys are going to take it out to the 16-yard line. They'll start there. 14:55 to go here in the first. No score. Gideon, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. What's going on there, Mets, man? Thanks for popping in. So the Cowboys are going to start with the ball. It's Cooper Rush, CeeDee Lamb, the number one wide receiver. They also got Noah Brown, Michael Gallup. So they got their full arsenal of weapons out there. Jake Ferguson, Tyler Smith, the rookie tackle, Connor McGovern, Tyler Biotish, a guy that a lot of New York Giants fans wanted. Zach Martin, Terrence Steele will be starting at the right tackle. And Timothy, man, thank you very much. Says 5-1. Here we go. First play, he's going to hand to CeeDee Lamb on the end around, and CeeDee Lamb's going to push forward for about 9 as he pushed out of bounds. But yeah, man, 5-1. I still can't believe it. And hopefully we get the 6th one. We got Jacksonville on deck. We'll see how we do, man. But a great start to the season. Super excited. Really excited to talk to it, not just tonight's stream, but throughout the week. Have video content up with you guys, discuss my opinion of the team going forward. And just, probably go live, in a couple of days as well. I just can't get this team off my mind right now. So it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Dallas Cowboys on their first drive at their own 34-yard line. Rush coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Ezekiel Elliott to his left from the 24. He'll take the snap, dropping, throwing, and that's batted away. Eagles got a strong secondary. We're scouting out our future competition here with the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Good play there. Rush had to kind of rush that throw a bit. No pun intended. 3rd and 2. Amazing guy in the chat. What's going on, amazing guy? Can we get this guy out of here? Let's get this guy out of here. 3rd and 2 from the 24. Rush coming out in the gun. He's got Zeke to his left. Trips to the left at the wide receiver position. 4 wide set. Rush takes the snap. He's going to hand to Zeke, and the Eagles are going to bottle him up. He got a yard. So a 3 and out for the Cowboys on the first drive. So a great start for the Philadelphia Eagles. Only a minute comes off the clock, and Jalen Hurts getting set to take the field. So not the best of starts for the Dallas Cowboys offense. You DM me, Gabe? Okay. Oh, regarding Discord? Yeah, I went in there, and I didn't see my Discord in there, so I didn't know what was going on. So I messaged you. So I don't know if you guys were fixing it or what. I think you were kicked out for some reason. I was kicked out of my own Discord. Okay, I think I rejoined. I know I didn't kick myself out, but I'm back in, so I appreciate it. So here we go. The Cowboys set the punt away, 4th and 1. And the punt's away. Eagles are going to field this at the 15, take it to the 20, 25. and he's tackled down at the 29. So that's where they'll set up shop. And Bill, man, thank you so much, man. Glad I really hate both these teams. Tough to watch these D-bags without the G-men on the field. Yeah, I was going to watch the game, obviously, but I wasn't going to stream it. But since the Giants won, and I know everybody's still going to want to talk about that, and Bad Luck was going to do the game, and now he's not going to because of the Yankees, figured I'd come on, celebrate more with the Giants, watch these two horrible football teams go at it. I don't care what their records are. I hate them to death. Eagles are going to have the ball at their own 29, and they'll set up shop there, coming out in the pistol. Hurts out of the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws, and that's dropped on a quick curl pattern. Was looking for Brown, the second wide receiver in the slot. So 2nd and 10, Eagles coming out looking a little sloppy on the drive. And Big Daddy, going to get to you, my man. Big Daddy says, so far this season is like dating a supermodel who is really into you. Yeah. So far this season, I'm going to tell you what this season is like, Big Daddy, regarding a supermodel. This season is like going on a blind date. Here's Hurts. Hurts takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws over the middle, and Devontae Smith holds it in for about 13 yards. So I do the online dating thing now as I'm trying to, as I'm starting to get back in shape, and hopefully I'm going to miss Tana soon. And a lot of times when you go on these online dates, whether you're on Bumble or Hinge or whatever the dating app is, you'll see a picture of a girl. And 9 times out of 10, when you meet the girl looks nothing like her picture, or I'm not going to say nothing like her picture, but her picture made her look better than she actually was. The Giants this year is like meeting a girl on Bumble and her looking like a 6. You swipe right and you show up and she's a supermodel. That's what the New York Giants are like this year. As the Cowboys get pressure there on first down, they bring them down for about an 8-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 18. So that's what it's like. It's kind of like the reverse experience from online dating. It's been incredible. Davey, man, thank you very much. He says, Chris, had to go to a wake. Sorry to hear that, man. I missed the game. No internet either there. Couldn't believe it when I heard it. Time for the haters to shut up. Danny is clutch. Daniel Jones got the job done. He's had 4 game-winning drives now. And he's had 3 games in which he's come back by 10 points or more. So Daniel Jones is legit right now. 2nd and 19. Eagles coming out in the shotgun formation from their own 33. Hurts out of the gun, and that looked like a full start that they don't call. Drops back, throws, and that's caught over the middle by A.J. Brown up to the 45. It'll be a 3rd and 7. A.J. Brown, of course, been a beast for the Eagles this year. Haters won't stop. Yeah, that's right. Sexy Tana, what's going on? It should be a good game. We'll see. Should be a good game. 3rd and 7. Why am I 45 seconds ahead of your TV? I don't know. Maybe you're watching it on an app. A lot of times the app will be behind. I don't know. You could pause my stream, though. Oh, no, I'm behind. Oh, ahead. Yeah, you could pause my stream and sync it up with you. Hurts takes the snap. 3rd and 8. 5-step drop. Throws. And, oh, my God. Jalen Hurts. Is this the quarterback people have been bragging about? I got to see more of this guy tonight. What a horrible throw there by Jalen Hurts. Missed the wide receiver by about, I don't know, I want to say overthrew him by about 5 yards as the Cowboys getting set to field the punt. And David's Baggy says she's a 10 out of 10, but a diehard Eagles fan. She's, if you're an Eagles fan, I'll be fair. If she's a 10 out of 10 and she's a diehard, we're talking like I am as for a Giants fan, like a diehard Eagles fan, I'll be fair. She's like a 1. She's like a 1. I only drop her 9 points. I won't drop her 10. She's like a 1. As the Cowboys going to return the punt out to about, I think it's about the 30. Cooper Rush will take over for a second drive. 10:46 to go here in the first. Tana, glad we're finally seeing the G-men win some. Well, you guys are, yeah, man. And Timothy, man, thank you very much. He says, Bumble women are hot. Anyone is hot when the Giants win. Exactly. King Nick Evans says, Giants are back. Go Biggies. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in the stream. Hurt show when you force him to throw and he struggles. Keep him in the pocket. If the Cowboys keep him in the pocket tonight, they're probably going to win this game. I'll tell you that right now, John. Keep him in the pocket. Fabian, Tanny, you started the worst team trend. New York Giants tweeted worst 5-1 team. Did they? I will say, I didn't start it because a lot of people were saying it to me, but I do think I was the first guy in the Giants community mocked it. Because I had a lot of like subscribers and a lot of people on Twitter, Eagles fans were saying, oh, you guys are the worst 2-0 team. You guys are. And then I do think I was the one that started the trend last week. So I guess the Giants tweeted about it. Let's keep it going. We should get t-shirts. The worst 6-1 team, the worst 7-1 team. We get a new t-shirt every week. New York Giants 26 says, I trade our first round pick for a premier wide receiver. Depends how much the wide receivers do to make. Depends how young he is. Depends how he fits the scheme. Depends how you value him. We'll see. I don't think we're going to trade a first round pick, though. I'd be surprised if we did that. Yeah, no. When the Giants games are on, I'm always going to make the halftime adjustment. I'm always going to be put the shades on at halftime. I'm always going to make the halftime adjustment. We're not going to start the game with them. You do with what's been working, man. And what's going on, JD says, hey, Dana, I did end up doing my own Sunday sauce with the missus, if you know what I mean. We're making another dose of Sunday sauce after this one. I'm sure you are. JD's about to have triplets. No, man, thank you very much, man. Girlfriend is a diehard Eagles fan. It's fun and annoying. Yeah, I'm sure it goes both. Listen, I was obviously joking about that. But she'd probably get on my nerves from time to time. And Luis says, Tana, what a huge win, and you were there for it. Well, I streamed it. I wasn't at the game. I wish I was at the game. I streamed the game. I'm going to the game against Houston. But, yeah, I was on YouTube. I streamed the game on my channel. But I'm going to the game against the Houston Texans. I already bought my brother actually bought the tickets for my birthday. It's the day after my birthday. So I'll be going there for that. Part of me is like tempted to go to next time we're home. Well, we're not going to be home now until Houston, I think. I think that is our next home game, actually. We got 2 road games, and then we got a bye, and then we got Houston. So we're not going to be home for 3 weeks. We've been home a lot, obviously, so makes sense. So now we're going to have 2 road games, a bye, and then back home. So I am going to the next home game. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 24. And he's going to turn. He's going to pitch. Here's Pollard. Pollard with a nice stutter step. Picks up about 4 to start the drive. 2nd and 6. I'll let you know what section. My brother bought the tickets. I haven't looked. I don't think they're great seats. I'm going there more for the tailgate to hang out with you guys before the game. But he bought the tickets. I didn't even ask him where we're sitting, but probably not the best of seats. Fabian, man, thank you very much. Tana, enjoyed your play-by-play reaction. Cold strip sack. It seems like a lot of people did. I didn't know my voice would get that high. 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. Here's Rush. Rush, empty backfield, coming out in the gun. Drops back to pass, rolls out to the right, blindside pressure, throws, that's caught. Tony Pollard continues to be a force. Pickup of about 8 or 9 and a first down for the Cowboys. So good start to this drive for Dallas. But our opponent next isn't Houston. It's but Jacksonville's on the road. I said I'm going to the next home game. Jacksonville and Seattle are both on the road. So the Cowboys from their own 35. He's got Pollard in the backfield. Man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the pitch. Rush rolls out, throws. There's I think a flag. And yes, there is. Pickup of about 15, but that's probably coming back. That was the tight end Ferguson with the catch. Your seats are in section 101. I doubt my seats are that low, but they might be. I have no idea. I just know he bought me tickets. He showed me. He actually. I don't think he showed me where we were sitting. He just showed me the picture of the ticket. So I'll be there, and I will let you guys know where I'm going to be before the game. I think I'm going to be where Justin is, which is lot L. I want to say like 16 or 19. It's an offside actually on the. It's offsetting penalties. It was an offside penalty on the Cowboys and a block in the back on the or vice versa rather. Block in the back on the Cowboys. Offsides penalty on the Eagles, so they'll reset the play. Yes, Alvaro, 100%. It changed last week. My prediction for wins for the season. Coming into today, I told myself after a 4-1 start, after we beat Green Bay. Green Bay was the first time where I altered my preseason prediction. I said 9 wins going into today, and now that they beat Baltimore, I'm leaning 10, possibly 11. That's honestly where my head is at right now. And that's powered up the middle for about 2. I'm leaning closer to 11, to be honest with you, but maybe I'm too optimistic off the win. But I'm at 10 or 11 right now, and I was at 7 preseason. So I've upped my win total at 3 or 4 wins right now, and I'm leaning more towards 11 than 10. So we'll see. And Kylie, thank you for being a member for 18 months, 5-1. And Dable gets Coach of the Year, Martindale Assistant Coach of the Year. And I love the O-line coach, like the way he coaches the blue wall. Every coach, I mean, they all deserve a ton of credit. Patterson, also the defensive line coach, has done a great job with Dex. There's a run up the middle for about 3. Jerome Henderson's done a phenomenal job with the DBs. With all the injuries we've had and the limitations we had back there to begin with, especially after we lost James Bradbury. So all the positional coaches are doing a great job. So they all deserve to be pointed out. Mark says I said 11 from the start. Well, more power to you, man. I did not see that coming. But I think that's where I'm at now. I think I'm at 11 wins right now. 3rd and 4. Here's Rush from his own 41. 4 wide. He's got Pollard to the left, takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right, nearly intercepted. Not a good throw there by Rush. Epps got his hand on it as the Cowboys will be set to punt again. We're halfway through the first quarter, no score. Bobby Johnson is the offensive line coach. Yeah, he's done a great job. Tommy G says Jordan Davis eating the O-line up, just waiting for the running back. I was a big fan of Jordan Davis. I was upset when the Eagles got him. I think he's going to be tremendous. Big fan of his. He's kind of like Dex. He kind of reminds me of Dex, to be honest with you. But I'm a big fan of his. All right, July, be good, man. As the Cowboys set to punt it away. And a high punt here. That's a lot of hang time. And the Eagles are going to let it go over their head. It's going to go into the end zone. So not the result the Cowboys were hoping for. Philadelphia will start with it at the 20, halfway through the first quarter. I didn't even look at my fantasy team today. Let me see if I can find it. My fantasy team sucks. I did start Daniel Jones today because I have a 2 quarterback. I start 2 quarterbacks. And I have so many injuries. So my team is completely decimated. Let's see how we did today. I saw somebody bring up the fantasy team. Let's see. This is my fantasy team right now. It is decimated with injuries. So this is my team. 2 quarterback league. Matt Stafford. I don't know how he did. Daniel Jones. McCaffrey. Pollard going tonight. Had to start him. Michael Pittman. Mike Williams. A.J. Brown going tonight. Travis Kelce. Kyle Pitts at the flex. And I got the Colts defense. Colts didn't do very good. But that's my fantasy team right now. Like I said, I had a ton of injuries. But I'm actually winning 119-88. And I got 2 players going tonight. So I'm assuming I'm projected to win. Actually, I'm not. I'm projected to lose 144-142. So it's very close. He's got Herbert on Monday night. He's got Jerry Jeudy. And he's got Dallas Goedert going in this game. And I've got Tony Pollard in this game, who's already got 1 point. I got Mike Williams on Monday night, and I got A.J. Brown. So I guess pretty close. Pretty close. Let's see. Jason Benjamin, and to think the media was bashing Kayvon Thibodeau during the draft process. So glad we ignored that and drafted him. What a play that was to end the game. Future All-Pro. Thanks, media. So happy we have that one. Yeah, that was all smoke. That was all smoke at the beginning of the offseason, about at the beginning of the draft, rather, with Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, it was nonsense. It was smoke to try to drop him during the draft process. It was media created. I never believed in that. And it was great to see Thibodeau's reaction after the game. He was in tears. He was emotional. He was excited. And he's only going to get better. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Independent says, thanks. 3, covering the game. You're a machine. Or thanks 4, I think you meant to say. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. And yeah, my voice is going to be toast tomorrow, but that's all right. Hang out with you guys, celebrate the win, and I'll have a video up at some point tomorrow. Certainly won't go live tomorrow because I work also, but I'll have a video up tomorrow talking further about today's game and what lies ahead for the Giants, and figured I'd go live tonight. Here come the Eagles. There's a handoff up the middle. They get about 2. It'll bring up second and long. 7:24 to go here in the first. What's up, Tyler, man? Thanks for popping in. Adam says, any realistic trade targets for us? I doubt we do more than a third rounder for anyone. I mean, if we're going to make a trade, I think it's for a wide receiver. Which guy, I have no idea. It's got to make sense from a financial standpoint, and he's got to be young. That's all I'll say. But if we do make a trade, I think it's got to be for a wide receiver. That's the most obvious need we have right now. 2nd and 8. 6:57 to go. Hurts coming out in the shotgun from the 22. Man in motion is Brown left to right. Hurts is going to walk to the line, change the play. 3 on the play clock. Down to 1. Takes the snap. Cowboys come with a blitz. Hurts with a sidearm delivery. Hits his man in stride. 35-40. Down to the 43 of the Eagles. So an 18-yard pickup there on second down. We're not going to trade Tony. We're not trading Tony. You're not going to get anything for Tony. It doesn't make sense to trade him. It's kind of like during the offseason when people said, should we trade Saquon? He had no value coming off the injury. It's the same thing with Tony. So I don't see the point in trading him. He's cheap. Hopefully stays healthy. Devontae Smith in motion. Here's Hurts coming out in the gun from his own 43. He's going to hand to the running back out of the backfield. It's Miles Sanders. Sanders spins out of a tackle. Micah Parsons chases him down. So he's going to gain about 3. Parsons with a nasty hit. 5:50 to go here in the first. You can't go for Dallas, go Philly. I'm hoping for a tie. So right now the score is exactly where I want it. It's 0-0. What's up there, Freddie, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. And coming out in the shotgun here, 2nd and 6. Goddard in motion left to right. Sanders to the left. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws. Nearly picked off. Was able to hit the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that's a pickup of about 8. That was a dangerous throw there by Hurts. Cowboys nearly jumped in front of that. 5:08 to go here in the first. I think that was Diggs. We all know that Diggs is a risk taker. He was looking for it right there. And the Eagles going to rush to the line here from the Dallas 45. Sanders to his left. Takes the snap. Hurts will keep it on the fake. Throws, and it's dropped right in the hands of Dallas Goedert. It looked like an easy 10-yard pickup. Instead, the Eagles have a 2nd and long. And Sonny, I think the next challenge for this team is now we need to beat teams that on paper we're supposed to beat. We've already done that. I think we were supposed to beat the Bears. We beat them. I think we were supposed to beat the Panthers. We beat them. But it needs to continue. These next 2 games I want to split. They're both on the road. I'm going to respect the fact we're playing in a harsh environment in Seattle. I'm going to respect Trevor Lawrence. If I get a split, I'm okay with it. Obviously, I want to win every game, but I'm okay with it. There's a fake. He's going to throw out in the flat. It's Devontae Smith. Smith will go forward for about 5. And then after that, I want to take both at home. I think it is very fair to think we should beat Houston, and I think it's very fair to think we should beat Detroit. So I want 3 out of the next 4. That's what I want. 2 out of 4, worst case scenario, but I want 3 out of the next 4. MY Giants 26 says Robbie Anderson for a 5th or trade a 3rd for Claypool. Yeah, Claypool may be available because the Steelers almost never retain their wide receivers, and they have a bunch of good ones over there that are young. I don't know how much of an impact Chase Claypool would have on this team. I don't even know if he fits the scheme very well, to be honest with you. And here we go. Eagles have it. He's going to hand to the running back out of the backfield. I think it's Gainwell. He got 2. So this will be interesting to see if they go for it. They're kind of in no man's land. They're at the 38 of Dallas. It's a 4th and 3. I think they'll probably go for it. Too close to punt, that's for sure. I don't know how their kicker is in terms of his length. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to trade for Claypool. I don't think he's a good fit with this offense. Trayvon says you rather have Daniel Jones or Matthew Stafford. Daniel Jones. Matthew Stafford's like 35, and he makes a ton of money. Daniel Jones. 4th and 3. Eagles have it here at the Dallas 38. Hurts will take the snap, fakes it, throws. That's caught. And here goes Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown. Big gain there up to about the 20, maybe the 25, as the Eagles now approaching the red zone. 3:17 to go here in the first. Hurts coming out in the gun here from the Dallas 27. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. Nice run there by the Eagles on first down. Brings up 2nd and 1. That was Gainwell. So now they got it all the way down at about the 15, the 14-yard line. So they're really starting to get it going. Would you rather have Smith or Tony and Neal? And there's a throw out in the flat. That's Quez Watkins, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. If Neal turns into a high-end tackle, I would always take the tackle over the wide receiver. I personally am of the belief that it's easier to find wide receivers in the draft. It's very hard to find high-end tackles. So, and they're on a QB sneak on 3rd down. Hurts gets it easily. He gets about 2. So I'm not even factoring in Kadarius Toney because I don't think he has much of a future. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he stays healthy. But if Evan Neal turns out to be a high-end tackle, which I think he will be, I'd rather have him than Devontae Smith. I think you could find a very good wide receiver if you could draft well in most drafts. Especially if your quarterback continues to improve and your scheme and your play calling continue to improve and your offensive line continues to improve. Minute 40 to go here in the first. Here's Hurts coming out in the gun. Empty backfield here from the 16. It's a 5-wide set. Hurts takes the snap. It's a design quarterback run, and the Cowboys bottle it up. Nowhere to go there. Nice play in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 3. That was Golston on the design carry for Hurts. 2nd and 13. What about a cornerback? What are you asking me, Freddie, in terms of importance? My area of importance for a position, you got to start with the QB. That's the most important position. I say left tackle 2nd. That's just my personal preference. The blindside protector. Edge rusher 3rd. If you get a dominant edge like a Micah Parsons. And here's the snap for Hurts. Hurts buys time, circles to the right, and he's going to get rid of that. And then after that, I'd have a cornerback. I think CB is 4 for me, a lockdown CB. I think I'd go quarterback, left tackle, edge, and corner in that order. Those 4, I think, are the 4 most important positions on a football team. Jameis be good, man. And then I probably have wide receiver 5. In terms of the positional groups. Then I go interior offensive line probably. Maybe a dominant defensive tackle, to be honest with you, or a coverage linebacker. It's hard to say, but I think those 4 are the clear top 4 for me. Hurts drops back, throws. That's caught by Brown. Brown lowers the shoulder, and he's going to be 4 yards short. He got 8. He needed 12. And it looks like the Cowboys are going to hold the Eagles to 3 as we tick down the final seconds of the first quarter. What's up there, John, man? Thanks for popping in. Say we win 12 games this year and lost in the wild card. They can't be going for this. Are they going for this? 4th and 4 from the 10. They could be just trying to draw them off sides. No way. No way. There was a jump. I don't know whose side it was on. If the Eagles got this, how stupid could the Cowboys be? There was 8 seconds left in the quarter. It was 4th and 4. They were clearly trying to draw them off sides. They needed 4. They get 5 with the penalty. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Cowboys jumped off sides. Dante Fowler with a neutral zone infraction. What a horrible penalty. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing? Thank God it's not the Giants. I'd be flipping out. So now it's going to be a first down as we get to the second quarter. No score. Eagles now have a first to goal at the 5. Dallas still undisciplined. Yeah, didn't Dallas commit like a crap ton of penalties last year, if I'm not mistaken, Michael? I could be wrong on that, but I think they did. Barry says, enjoy the streams. Let's go Giants 6-1. I need Aziz back. We all need Aziz back. We need to get healthy, right? Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do, Barry. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we get him back sooner than later. But regardless, I'm really excited with this team right now. We have to deal with Philly and Dallas. Amazing guy says. Yeah, we'll see. Is Cooper Rush a better? No, Cooper Rush is not a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. Definitely not. Cooper Rush is provided with a much better support system than Daniel Jones. But no, Daniel Jones is a better quarterback. Cooper Rush actually didn't even make this team as a backup. He was with the Giants in 2020. Didn't even make it as a backup. And Chris Kovacs, thank you very much. Dable's comments and body language on DJ going 5 for 5 on fourth quarter drive seemed like he was saying, I told you so. Like he's always seen something in him. I can't wait to watch it. I didn't even get an opportunity yet. And maybe I'll watch it at halftime. Maybe that's what we'll do at halftime. I haven't even got an opportunity yet to watch some of the post-game press conference. Matter of fact, that's what I will do. I'll pull up the Giants YouTube page and play about 15, 20 minutes of that at halftime. We'll listen to it together. I'll pause it throughout, give you guys my thoughts. We'll listen to what Dable had to say. But, yeah, I mean, listen, fans have tried to deny it. Fans have tried to not believe in what Dable and Shane have been spitting since they've taken this job. They have expressed nothing but belief in not just Daniel Jones, but several of the other players on this team. And I think Brian Dable's a guy that prides himself in being able to, you know, improve quarterbacks, right? You go back to his days with Alabama, with Tua Tagovailoa. You know, you see what he did there. He was widely credited with that. That's why he got the job as the offensive coordinator with the Buffalo Bills, because they saw a young quarterback with Josh Allen with a ton of potential, and they saw what he did with Tua, so they brought him along in Buffalo. And obviously, you know, he was widely responsible for the growth of him. So now he gets the job with the Giants. And I don't think Dable would have been dumb enough to take this job if he didn't think that he could improve Daniel Jones. We could say what we want in terms of, you know, this being a free year and him not having a lot of pressure. When you come to New York, you got pressure day one. So if he didn't think he could, you know, improve Daniel Jones, probably doesn't take the job. So here we go to the second quarter. It'll be a 1st and goal. Eagles will break the huddle. He definitely coached with a lot of emotion. 14 plays, 7 minutes, and 31 seconds. Here's Hurts. Man in motion left to right. Hurts under center. He's going to turn. He's going to hand up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Eagles. I hate them. I hate them so much. And now they're doing the stupid touchdown dance. 15 plays, 80 yards, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. 6-0 Eagles. Extra point pending. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 7-0. Let's see what we got. Eagles suck. Yeah, I can't stand them. Man, it kills me to see the Eagles being good. I'm sure it kills them to see us being good. I can't wait till we get an opportunity to go up against them this year. We can always hope that they beat each other out. Yeah, I hope it's a tie, man. I hope they beat the hell out of each other and it's a tie. What's up, TD, man? Thanks for popping in the stream, man. Mary hates the Cowboys more. I don't blame you. It's pretty equal for me. I slightly hate the Eagles more, but it's pretty equal. We got to root for the Eagles. Why is that? Because you want to be in second, Matthew? I don't think it matters one way or the other. Just keep winning football games. CMP, man, thanks for popping in. Like has been smashed. Yeah, if you're just popping into the stream, how many we got in here? I haven't even looked at the numbers. We got over 600. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe, ring the bell. Helps out the channel. Hope you guys are having fun. Still, if you're a Giants fan, still soaking in the victories from tonight. And hopefully you guys still enjoying that. Too many obnoxious Dallas fans to deal. Well, they're all over, Mary. I don't know where you're from, but they're all over Dallas fans, no matter where you live. That's not necessarily the case with the Eagles, depending on where you live. Mark says, hate the Eagles more. Dallas always find a way to screw up themselves. Yeah, I definitely hate the Eagles more, but it's close, like I said. JD, man, what's going on? Tana, also look at the interceptions. Another game, no interceptions, and he has one versus Diggs, which is not one in my book. I'm intrigued about his ceiling with a Dable relationship. Oh, you're talking about Jones? Yeah, I mean, listen, Daniel Jones is only thrown one pick. Okay, I know he's thrown two. I don't count the Sills pick. That was Sills at the end of the game, falling down on a route. And today, the fumble, I don't count either. I mean, it was literally the last play before the half. So that was almost like throwing the Hail Mary and it getting intercepted. It's a meaningless turnover. So there was 2 seconds when he snapped the ball. So Daniel Jones has played mistake-free football as far as I'm concerned since week 1. Like I said, the Sills interception is not a mistake. That's just bad luck. And today the fumble's not a mistake. So he's played damn good and he's had a bunch of game-winning drives. So hopefully he can keep it up. Justin, man, thank you very much. Says new mic sounds great. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I wanted to make upgrades because I know a lot of people. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys, just so you could hear the difference, and I can't hear as I'm talking to you guys. Let me know in the chat if you hear a significant difference as that ball goes out of bounds. All right, so I'm gonna say the same thing with this mic, and then I'm gonna switch to the old mic. All right, we're gonna do a stand up. Stand up, New York Giant fans. That's the new mic. Now we're gonna go to the old mic. Hold on one second. Hold on. Wait a second. I think I just realized that you said you liked the new mic. I think I realized I was on the old mic the whole time. I've been speaking into this mic, I'm pretty sure, and I was set up on the old mic. So now it should sound better. I don't know why that happened, because during the other stream I was on the new mic, but I think it was preset on the old mic. So now it should sound better than before. So let me know. It should sound better now. And what did I just miss? I think there was a turnover. 14:47 to go here in the second. 7-0 Eagles. Now it sounds better. Yeah, way better. So the Eagles picked it off. Wow. Bradbury, I think, tipped it, and the Eagles came up with it. This game could be a laugher quick. Cooper Rush throws an interception. I had the new mic on during the stream today, but during this stream I didn't have the new mic on. I don't know what it is with StreamYard. It seems like they reset their audio settings, I guess, before every stream. I don't know why, but I guess that's why somebody said fix the mic. It was on the bad mic. There's a handoff up the middle. There's Sanders, and Sanders goes forward for 9. But during the stream today, it was definitely on the new mic. But Justin, he says, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you. Outside of the Giants, what do you think is the biggest record surprise so far? For me, it's the Packers. Next stoppage you play, I'll pull up the standings, and I'll go over who's a surprise and who's not, in my opinion. So after this drive, I'll pull up the standings, and I'll let you know, Russ. At least in my opinion. But the Giants are clearly near the top of the list. Cooper Rush stinks. I know he's winning football games. He's not good. All right, so we got a cramp on the field. Let me pull this up real quick. All right. So I'll give you a couple of surprises. So far, I don't think did they win today? I don't even know. I was going to say my Super Bowl picks are looking good, my preseason Super Bowl picks, but the Niners were not doing well last I checked. I don't know if they won or lost. I had the Bills and Niners before the year started. Right now, the Bills are 5-1, and the Niners lost. Wow, that's a bad loss for them today. Somehow they're still in first place in the NFC West at 3-3. Okay, so my biggest surprises, I'll start with my good surprises. The Jets are a good surprise on the good end. I did not think they'd be 4-2. I thought they'd be more like 2-4 at this point in the season, maybe even 1-5. So they're definitely a big surprise, equally as big as us, in my opinion, at least.
No real good surprises in the North. No good surprises in the South. And there's a handoff up the middle for the Eagles. Thought we had a timeout. They're going to run it down to the 31. No good surprises in the West. We'll skip our division for now. Well, you know what? I'll say the Cowboys, actually. I think the Cowboys have been better than I thought they would be, too. Not that it's good for Giants fans, but I think they're a bit of a surprise. I mean, I know they're not playing good right now tonight, but their defense has been a lot better than I thought it would be. And with Dak out, yeah, I'm a bit surprised they're 4-1. So I'll put them in there. 13:34 to go. Here come the Cowboys. There's a handoff, a draw, nice spin move there. That's a pickup of about 9. So it'll be 2nd and 1. The NFC North, the Vikings at 5-1 is a little bit of a surprise. I actually had them going to the playoffs before the year started, but I didn't think they'd be 5-1. So that record's a bit of a surprise for me. Nobody in the South's a good surprise. I guess the Falcons are 3-3. I didn't think they'd be that good, to be honest with you. In terms of bad surprises, there's a lot more bad surprises than good surprises. Talk about that in a second. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Shotgun formation for Hurts. And he'll take the snap. He's going to give to the running back. And I think it was Boston Scott, the little squirt. Going to be close. Might have been a half-yard short. We'll see where they spot it. 12:40 to go. The bad surprises, the Rams at 3-3 are a bad surprise in my opinion. The Niners even, I think, are a bit of a surprise at 3-3. I thought they'd be better to this point. The Bucs are a surprise at 3-3. The Packers are a bit of a surprise at 3-3. The Raiders at 1-4. The Broncos at 2-3. There's a lot of bad surprises. The Colts, even though they're 3-2-1, have not looked good to me. I thought they'd look better. There's a handoff to Scott. Scott off the right side picks up about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. The Bengals a little bit, but I didn't think they'd be great this year, but I probably thought they'd probably be about 4-2 by now. And that's about it. So those are some of my surprises. So there you go. A lot more bad surprises than good surprises, though. So the Eagles going to break the huddle. And no Mets. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Shotgun formation for Hurts. 2nd and 2. From the 14, Hurts takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give on the draw play. And Micah Parsons eats him alive. Lost 1, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and 3 or 4 as they're deep in Dallas territory. Cowboys got a hold in the 3. No Mets, no Jet. No Nets, no Jet says Giants top 5 power rankings. Oh, so you're asking me if they will be in the top 5 of most people's power rankings? Well, let's take a look at ESPN's power rankings from last week. All right, we're going to pull this up, and then we'll see where we'll probably be ranked. 10:47 to go. Hurts fakes the handoff, throws to his man Brown. Brown, touchdown. Brown the clown goes in for 6. 13-0, extra point pending. 10:40 to go. So let's update that scoreboard real quick. 13-0. After this extra point, I'll update the score, and we will go over that where I think they'll be in the power rankings, at least for ESPN. They were right around 10 going into this week. I mean, so ESPN had them at 13. Another site, I think, had them at 11. Snap, hold, kick is good. 14-0 Eagles. So in terms of the power rankings, this is what ESPN had at the... Oh, maybe this was the defensive rankings. This might be the same mistake as I made last time. I don't think so. I think this is the power rankings. Yeah, it's the power rankings. Okay, so the Chiefs are still going to be ahead of us. I don't even know who won that Bills-Chiefs game, but it doesn't matter. Both those teams are still going to be ahead of us, in my opinion. The Eagles, if they win this game, which looks like they're going to, they'll be ahead of us, obviously. That's 3. The Vikings will still be ahead of us because they won. That's 4. If Dallas loses and they lose convincingly, we might jump them. And I know they've beaten us, but we might jump them in the power rankings. The Niners, I think we're going to jump. They're 3-3 now. Bad loss today, so I think we're going to jump them. Baltimore, we beat. They're now 3-3. I think we're going to jump them. Green Bay lost to the Jets, and we already beat them. We're going to jump them. Tampa lost today, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but if they did, we're going to jump them. Chargers play on Monday night. I don't even know who they're playing, but let's say they win. They'll probably stay ahead of us. So let's say the Chargers win. They'll stay ahead of us. Wow. We could be as high as 6. We could be as high as 6 in ESPN's power ranking. Because I don't think we're going to jump the top 4. I think the Vikings, the Eagles, the Bills, and the Chiefs all stay ahead of us. And then after that, if the Chargers win, I think they would stay above us. They would go up to 5. And we would probably jump the Cowboys. We're going to be right around 6, maybe 7 on ESPN. Right around there. That's what I see right now. Let's see. VT Jake says, I think the no call on the Ravens for delay of game was the worst call thus far in Giants games from the refs this season. Yeah, that was a really bad call. That was a really bad call. He was like 2 seconds behind on that play. I was screaming. What's up with the scoreboard? There it is. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. It updates here. There we go. Now it's working. But I updated and it doesn't update. But there you go. There's the scoreboard. 14-0. You think the no call on the Ravens for the delay game was the worst non-call? Yeah, that was a horrible call. And there was another play I was going to bring up as I was talking to you, and then I got sidetracked from the chat. One thing that I want to point out, because I always like to at least like nitpick a little bit, because I don't want to act like everything's like perfect. One thing I didn't like from today, and I liked most of it. I loved most of it. One thing I didn't like today, the Dable challenge was whatever. That was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Probably didn't have an opportunity to really get a better look at it. It was the first half, so the timeouts aren't as valuable as they are in the second half. So I'm not going to be that upset about that. But I didn't like, here's the 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke bounces off a couple of tacklers. He gets 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. I didn't like the way we handled the clock at the end of the first half. And I don't know if that's more on Dable or if that's more on Daniel Jones, but I thought that was bad. When they snapped the ball, when they had that 3 and out, I think it was on 2nd down, they snapped the ball with like 30 seconds still on the play clock at about 1:20, where they could have waited till like 50 seconds. Because obviously you had to be scared that if you didn't get a first down, the Ravens were going to get the ball with more time to be able to go down and kick a field goal. So if I'm going to nitpick, that was one thing I didn't like. 2nd and 9. Here's Rush. Rush sails a throw. 3rd and 9. So that's the one thing out of today's game that, if I'm going to nitpick and say could use some improvement, I'll go with that. And again, I don't know if that's on Dable or if that's on Jones, but the clock management at the end of the first half was not very good. Thanks for the content, bro. Much love and respect. I appreciate that. Okay, man. Thanks for popping in. Do you realize that if Saquon gets injured, it's the end, right? Well, Saquon's our bread and butter. He's our MVP. He's got to stay on the field. No doubt about it. He's our most important player, our most important playmaker. Here's Rush. Rush takes the snap. He's going to throw. He hits CeeDee Lamb. Lamb, stiff arm, dives forward. And what a great effort there by CeeDee Lamb. Depends on the spot. I think they're going to mark him slightly short. Just missed getting that first down. Cowboys are going to rush to the line of scrimmage. 9:38 to go. They're going to go for it on their own 35. Rush under center. See if he snaps it. He does. Play action. Roll. This is a horrible play call. And incomplete. What a horrible play call. What a horrible play call. What are they doing? You got Cooper Rush at quarterback. He's a backup. It's 4th and inches at your own 35. And you call for a play action rollout? If you're going to go for it, it was literally like less than a half a yard. You either A, do a QB sneak, or B, you hand off to Zeke. You don't have Pat Mahomes in there, quarterback. Like, what are you doing? Probably shouldn't be going for it on your own 35 anyway with Cooper Rush at quarterback, but that's a horrible play call. Daniel Jones has always been good, but not much around him, I believe. I kind of agree with that. The question is, how good is he? I think Daniel Jones has now graduated to, and I think he could get better than these guys, but I think he's now graduated to the level of like a Ryan Tannehill. He's in that level now. He's graduated to that, and that's a good level to be at for him right now because Tannehill's a quarterback that has proven that when he has the necessary pieces around him, he can win football games. He actually had the highest quarterback rating in football like 2 or 3 years ago. So that's not really a knock on Daniel Jones. Ryan Tannehill's proven in the past he could be a good quarterback. So I do think he's at that level at this point, and I think he could get higher. But I think that's the level where I have him right now. I put him in that Ryan Tannehill level with the possibility of jumping higher this year and throughout the course of his career. But he's at least proven now to me at this point that when you have the necessary pieces around him, he can win football games, which a lot of quarterbacks can't do that. And he doesn't even have like an ideal situation. He just has a passable situation. I don't even know what's a passable situation, to be honest with you. He's got no wide receivers at all. His offensive line is still not great. He definitely has a below average situation still, but it's trending in the right direction. Rico, man, thank you very much, man. He says Giants 5-1, Jets 4-2, New York City football teams. Yeah, and would have never in a million years would I have predicted that. 9-3 combined. Would have never predicted that in a million years. I can't believe it. Yeah, Victor. I've heard mixed reviews on it. The Lord of the Rings show on Amazon. I think they made a mistake, and I haven't watched it yet. I watched the first 2 episodes. But then I said to myself, I kind of just want to wait till it's completely done, and I want to binge watch it, because that's just the way that I prefer to watch TV. But I think they made a mistake putting it out at the same time as the spinoff of Game of Thrones, because it's a similar genre. I thought that was a mistake. I haven't watched either one yet. I watched the first episode of that one, and I watched 2 episodes of The Lord of the Rings just to see if I would have some interest in it. And it was okay, The Lord of the Rings show. I'm not going to say it was great from what I saw. I thought it was all right with potential. The first episode I didn't like very much. The second episode, it definitely got better. But then I said I'm just going to wait till the season's over, and then I'll watch it. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Hurts drops back to pass, buys time with his legs. Rolling out to the right, throws. Incomplete. But I know it's getting trashed by a lot of people, The Lord of the Rings show. I had to stop watching House of Dragons because it's too many names to remember with Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to watch both those shows at the same time. Like, I don't know. It's just overload. You don't like the Game of Thrones spinoff? And Layla says, Giants fan here. I hope you guys win. If you're new to YouTube, Layla, I have a pretty big Giants YouTube channel. So, I got the hiccups. Maybe you should hang out. I talk Giants literally every day. 2nd and 10. There's a handoff off the right side. Eagles turn the corner. They pick up about 4. It'll be a 3rd and 6. 9-10 to go here in the second. Scott says go woke or go broke. I'm assuming you're talking about the Lord of the Rings show, because a lot of people were criticizing them for some of the. I didn't care too much about that personally, but I understand that there was some backlash for that. I'm not a huge. I love the movies. I'm not like a big J.R.R. Tolkien guy, but for people that are like diehards with the book, yeah, they weren't happy about it. 3rd and 6, shotgun formation here for the Eagles from the 30. Man in motion, left to right. He'll take the snap, and he's going to fake it. Rolls out, pressure from the blind side, pitches it. That's a bad play by Jalen Hurts. They're up 14-0, so it shouldn't matter much. But he took a 5 or 6 yard loss. He should have just thrown that ball away out of bounds, saved the 5 yards, give yourself a better field goal opportunity. Instead, now it'll be a 53-yarder. So not the best of decisions there by Jalen Hurts. And Israel says, first, go G-Men. Second, Don't know if you mentioned it. Get to watch Halloween Ends and thoughts. I have not. I know it's on. I don't have that streaming service. It's in theaters. I haven't seen it yet though, but it's on Peacock, right? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. It's gonna be a 51-yard field goal attempt. The kick is good, right down the middle. I've heard mixed reviews on it. My friend Jared hated it, who's a diehard horror fan. He hated the second one. I liked the first one of the new series. I didn't see the second one. Everybody said it was horrible. I don't know what the reviews have been for this one, but my friend Jared said it was really bad. And I'm not going to ruin anything for you guys, but from what he told me this morning, the Michael Myers is not in the movie until the final 20 minutes. And he was really down on it. So, and Kobe says, I hope the Eagles are still undefeated so the Giants can pop them. I hope not. I want to win the division. I would prefer if they're not undefeated. I hope they lose the rest of their games and we pop them twice. That's what I hope happens. You prefer the zombie installments besides the trash? Yeah, the zombie movies were pretty good. Rob Zombie, when he directed them. He's directed a number of horror movies. The best Giants channel on YouTube. Been here since 2018. My man. So Max Smith is an OG. I started this channel in 2018. So he's been here since the beginning. So I appreciate that, Mac. Thank you for being a great supporter. Keck says, any wide receivers you see as potentially trading for, Chris, that's realistic? I'll wait until I hear some rumors. I don't think it's going to be like a big name, though, if I had to guess, because we have no money. May they trade for one? Sure, but I don't. Maybe they get creative. And obviously, the names you've heard are DJ Moore and DK Metcalf. I don't think they're going to trade for a big one, but we'll see. You were the one. Yeah, you were the 100 sub. Blue says CJ Anderson got kicked off the field today. Interesting. The first time I saw you was the infamous Daniel Jones reaction video. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people found me from that. Not my proudest moment. And if Daniel Jones ever turns out to be great, which I'm praying he does, I'm sure I'll be the poster child. But I'll gladly take that, man, for Daniel Jones, becoming the franchise quarterback for this football team. And I have definitely adopted him as being one of my favorite players on this team. I root my ass off for him every week. The guy's been through a lot, and I hope he continues to progress. Barry, have you ever seen The Exorcist must watch? Of course. Yeah, I've seen The Exorcist. I don't think I've seen the remake, but of course I've seen the original. One of the best horror movies of all time. Cowboys are going to field this from the 1. They'll take it out there. They're going to be tackled down at about the 17, maybe the 18, 7:48 to go here in the second. I still haven't seen Smile, which I've heard mixed things about. That's a horror movie that's out right now. My brother really liked it. I still haven't seen that one. It looked interesting. I don't know how the reviews were. What's up there, Joshua? Been here since the Daniel Jones draft. Needed someone to cope with after that pick. Yeah, man. But we've gotten past it now, and we're all happy he's here. Or a lot of us are happy he's here. Well, Myers is 65 and was burned, stabbed, etc. And we got a penalty here. Looks like maybe a chop block or a personal foul on the Cowboys. So that's going to back them up probably half the distance. So that's a bad penalty. They're going to be backed up inside their 10. And NY Giants 26 says Hereditary is a good movie. Messes with your mind. Yeah, I saw Hereditary. Hereditary was good. Hereditary was certainly good. I still think my favorite, and everybody's got their own opinions on this movie. At least in terms of more recent horror movies. And when I say recent, I'm talking within the last 15 years. Here come the Cowboys. There's a handoff on first down. They'll get a yard. It'll be second and 9 at the 10. What's the one with Ethan Hawke? I always forget the title. Not the new one. Not Black Phone. The one that came out 8 years ago. Somebody's gonna say in the chat. I love that horror. That's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Because that movie for me had it all. It had a good twist. It had good jump scares. It had good acting. It was everything for me. I really like that movie. Somebody's going to say it in the chat. 2nd and 9. Here's rush under center from the 10. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. Here's Pollard. Pollard makes a few men miss. Spins out of a tackle all the way up to the 25. That's a big gainer for about 17 yards and a Cowboys first down. That's it. That's the one. I friggin' love that movie. And it kind of got mixed reviews, so maybe some people disagree with me on it, but I love Sinister. The lawnmower scene made me like almost crap my pants. 6:40 to go here in the second. 1st and 10. Rush takes the snap. He's going to throw out to Pollard, and good ankle tackle there by the Eagles. It'll be 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go there. Yeah, Sinister. Yep. Oh, yeah, 17-0. My bad, guys. I'm just having fun talking to you guys. Spears says, bad take. What, you don't like Sinister? My apologies. MY Giants 26 says Insidious was good. Yeah, no, Insidious was definitely good. I saw that too. The Thing is very good. Here come the Cowboys. There's a handoff to Pollard off the right side. He'll get a yard. 3rd and 9. Training Day is one of my favorite movies of all time. If we're not talking horror movies, Training Day is just one of my favorite movies of all time. 3rd and 9. Denzel won the Oscar for that movie. Cooper Rush comes to the line of scrimmage. 5:33 to go. He's coming out in the shotgun. It's a 4-wide set. He'll take the snap. Eagles come with 5. Rush steps up, throws. That's picked. This game is going to get freaking ugly. That was Slay on the interception, and the Cowboys are getting run out of the building right now. And Dak Prescott's going to be the quarterback next week. Cooper Rush stinks. 17-0, 5:14 to go here in the second. Yeah, Training Day is definitely up there for me. Tanya, if you're looking for a deep horror movie, Us. I saw Us. Us is great. I saw Us. I saw Get Out. I did not like Jordan Peele's latest movie. I liked Us a lot. I like Get Out a lot. I did not like Nope. Nope to me was a big nope. That's my review on Nope. Chris, should I see it? Nope. Chris, did you enjoy the movie? Nope. Everything about that movie to me was a big nope. Did not like that one, but I really liked the previous two. I liked Us a lot, and I liked Get Out a lot. Yeah, I saw 1408 with John Cusack. Yep, that's a very good movie. Yeah, my movie channel is still active. It's something that it's probably going to be something I do during the off season, because during the sports season, I'm just too busy. But during the off season, it'll probably be something I do. And if it grows during the off season, then maybe I'll pay more attention to it. But it was really just a channel I started for fun with my brother during the pandemic. But during the off season, I'll be a little bit more active on it. We'll talk about some, movies that we go to see and so on and so forth. Nope or Matrix 4? It's about a tie. I thought they were both like a 6 for me out of 10, maybe. Like, there was definitely some like redeeming qualities about both movies for me. I didn't think Matrix 4 was as bad as people made it out to be, but it was. I left Matrix 4 feeling like, they didn't need to make this movie, which is not a good thing. So I had them both at about a 5.5, 6. I wasn't a big fan of either one. I don't think either one was like horrendous, but they were both definitely underwhelming. Yeah, Rush stinks. He's a backup quarterback. He's played well with the Cowboys because they could block. He stinks. What's up, Katrik, man? Thanks for popping in. Matrix certainly wasn't good. I gave it a second look, and I liked it more the second time, but it still wasn't very good. First and 10 here. Eagles have it at the Cowboys 46. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun. Cowboys come with 5. He hits Devontae Smith down to the 35. A quick strike there on the slant. First down. Jalen Hurts just continues to slice and dice this Cowboys defense. And I'm a bit surprised, to be honest with you. I'm a bit surprised that the Eagles are beating this Cowboys team up as well as they have. 4:54 to go here in the second. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Little play action. Throws. He hits Smith. That's about an 8-yard gain up to the 27. One thing I will say about the Eagles, they have not been the best second half team. So we'll see if the Cowboys can make it a bit of a game. If it's still a blowout through 3 quarters, we'll make it an early stream. If it's close, we'll see it to the end. But right now, the Cowboys need to get a stop here, obviously. They need to hold them to a field goal. Eagles from the 27, pistol formation. 4:15 to go here in the second. 2nd and 2. Hurts takes the snap. He's going to turn and give. Nowhere to go there for Sanders. He lost a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3. Favorite movie, Goodfellas. That's not my favorite movie, but it's definitely among my favorite movies. And Katreek, man, thank you so much, man, for the super sticker, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Eagles huddled up. 3:42 to go. Yeah, Devontae Smith has definitely impressed me more this year, Scott. I'll tell you that right now. I liked him, but I was not the biggest fan of him coming out of college. He's looked really good when I've watched the Eagles this year. There's a handoff up the middle. He gets 7, and Sanders down to the 20. He's a great route runner. I'll tell you that. He's got good hands too. Devontae Smith. And here's Hurts out of the gun. Play action, rolls out to the right, and incomplete. Looked like the defender got there a little early. They don't call it. 2nd and 10. And I think it was Josh I saw in the chat said, I know you said before nobody on our schedule scares you. I have to be honest, the Eagles scare me a bit. I understand where you're coming from. The Eagles have looked good this year. They don't scare me. They'd be favored when they play us. But I think we could compete with them. I really do. And we'll find out when we play them later in the year. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts out of the pistol. Takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. It's Boston Scott. And Scott loses 3. It'll be 3rd and 13 at the 23-yard line. I have not seen Orphan. I've heard it was pretty good. I have not seen it, though. Didn't they make a sequel to that too? I didn't see either one, but they made a sequel if I'm not mistaken. Every team in the NFL should scare us. We should assume nothing. Yeah, well, maybe your definition of scare and mine are different. Like the definition for I'm not taking any team for granted, like you just said. But for me, the definition of scare is going into a game thinking I can't win. Like last year, I went into games in the last several years. I went into games thinking we cannot win this game. I don't feel that way anymore. Not with anybody on our schedule. So that's my definition of scare. My definition of scare is saying when you look at the schedule, you say that we lost. There's no way I could win that game because I felt that way in the past. I don't feel that way when I see the Eagles on my schedule right now. So that's my definition of scare. I'm certainly not taking anyone lightly. 3rd and 18. And here comes Jalen Hurts coming out under center. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout, 3rd and 18. MY Giants 26 says, Conjuring movie, thoughts? Conjuring was good. I saw Conjuring. That was good. Scream is one of my favorites. You know, it's funny you bring up Scream. And I do like Scream. I like the, obviously the original, the original Scream is really good. One of the better, like, slasher movies when it first came out. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but the twist, now you don't think it's a great twist, but the first time I saw the original Scream, it was a pretty original twist. So I always give it credit for that. I have not seen the new Scream yet. A lot of people actually told me it was good. and I watched like the first 30 minutes, and I thought it was pretty good so far. I forgot what it was. I got caught up with something, so that's next. I got to finish watching it, but yeah, I actually I like the original Scream. Timothy says, respect you for not boozing, Chris. Hydrating with H2O. Yeah, I can't booze tonight, man. I can't booze tonight. I got work tomorrow, so. But I appreciate you for appreciating it. You're thinking a scary movie? What do you mean I'm thinking a scary movie? Scary Movie was a spoof of several other horror movies, including Scream. Scream was a little bit of a comedy. I think somebody said that in the chat. It was certainly it had comedic elements, but you could say that about a lot of slasher movies, right? There's comedic elements to a lot of those movies, but yeah. How about Denzel and Fallen? It's funny you bring up that movie, Edward, because I've seen that movie and I actually love that movie, and the movie got bad reviews, and I talked to people about that movie, and half the people I talk to love it, the other half people I talk to hate it. I like that. I think Fallen actually has a great twist at the end of it that I thought was really out of the box thinking that I don't want to ruin for anybody that hasn't seen it. But yeah, I actually really like the twist of Fallen at the end of it. Danny Duds, it hurt seeing Bradbury as an Eagle. Yeah, he's a good player. Unfortunately, we had to let him go due to he was a cap casualty, but it does, and he's played very well for them. And I figured he would because of obviously now he's being asked to, he's playing in a better defense. He's being asked to be the second corner, so and he fits their scheme well as a zone corner. So I'm happy for him. I never hated him. Fallen was a classic with an all-star cast. Well, yeah, obviously Denzel was great, and then you had John Goodman was great in it. You had I think James Gandolfini was in that too, right? If I'm not mistaken. And here's a run for Jalen Hurts, a design run. He gets about 13, gets it to the 15-yard line, and easy field goal coming up here for the Eagles. Minute 51 to go here in the second. Yeah, Gandolfini had a small role in that movie. Yep. Thought it was great, but no sequel. Yeah, they could have made a sequel to it, Edward, now that you mention it. They definitely could have made a sequel to that. You know what it is, Edward? I think a lot of people that watch that movie, and again, I don't want to ruin it because I do think it's a really unique twist, don't really realize what the twist was. Because it's a movie where you definitely have to pay attention to throughout the course of the movie, but I thought it was really good. Jake, man, thank you very much, man. Odell coming back now, we winning games. Where'd you hear that Odell was coming back, Jake? Oh, are you asking now that we're winning games, will he come back? 4th and 6, Hurts coming out in the gun. I mean, anything's possible. I think Odell would come back if the money was right. He's probably going to go to the team that offers him the most money. And if the Giants want him, they're going to have to pay. So, and they don't have much to give him. So, that's, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how big the market is for him, I guess. But we're obviously a team that's trying to compete to win at this point. The guy that played the police chief. I'm trying to remember who that was. Killmonger. I'm going to look it up right now. You got me thinking as the Eagles line up for a 34-yard field goal attempt. Oh, Donald Sutherland you're talking about. He's a great actor. I forgot about that. Yeah. He was at the end of the movie. Yes, he's a great actor, Donald Sutherland. He's been in a ton. Snap, hold, kick is good. 20-0 Eagles lead. And Christian Cone says, wondering what happened to the Start Tyrod people. They went away real quick. You had a big group of people that were Start Tyrod people. You had a big group of people that were Devontae Booker is better than Saquon Barkley people, and those people went away real quick. Chris, I know Killer Clowns from Outer Space is your top 10. I'm going to be honest with you, Ray. I don't know if I've ever talked about that movie because whenever I do these like broad NFL games, I love these streams, by the way, because it's more casual. I get to talk to you guys, get to know you guys better. You get to know me a little bit better. So I may have talked about that movie before. Maybe that's why you're bringing that up, or maybe I haven't. I don't know. That is like one of my guilty pleasures. It's a horrible movie, but that's one of my guilty pleasures. When I was growing up as a kid and we had HBO in like 1992, that movie used to be on like every day. And I used to be terrified as a child with that movie, The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. But that's kind of like a cult classic. It's not a very good movie. I remember watching it again when I was an adult. I was like, I was scared of this. But when I was a kid, I used to really like that movie. OBJ going to the Houston Oilers. Yeah, we'll see. I'm a wuss when it comes to scary. You don't like scary movies, Jordan? Chris, I didn't get to watch the game with you and Bad Dog earlier. Don't apologize, dude. Sorry, man. Watch the game with my dad. Don't ever apologize. That's a great game to get to experience with your dad. So hopefully you had a good time. Anderson has a $20 million dead cap hit. Oh, Robbie Anderson? Well, that's not happening. Yeah, that's certainly not happening. Giants are probably going to stand pat if we're being honest with ourselves. I mean, maybe they make something small, but I don't think they're going to trade for a high-price free agent or a high-price player, rather. Timothy says he leaves the room when scary movies come on. I don't know. It depends on the movie. Certain horror movies are really bad, and certain horror movies are really good. There's Mike Trout. He's actually known to be an Eagles fan. Of course, he plays for the Angels. He's at the game. And he's got a front row seat. And right now, the Eagles are kicking ass, 20-0. Better for the Eagles to win because we don't want Dallas to going 3-0 in the division. That's a good way to look at it. Is the Cowboys are going to take this out 5 yards deep? That's Diggs. Diggs is going here, 35-40. He might go all the way to the 50, bounce off a tackle, all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big return there by Diggs. The Cowboys needed a spark, and maybe that'll be it. They obviously probably need 7 on this drive. Minute 38 to go here in the second, and we'll see if Dallas can score here and regroup at halftime. MY Giants 26 says Pet Sematary remake was good. I didn't get a chance to see the remake. Of course, I saw the original, and that was one of when I first saw it, that was one of the scariest movies I ever saw. Now, I saw it when I was young, but I remember being petrified of that movie. So the Cowboys are going to have this here at the Eagles 41. Empty backfield, shotgun. Rush takes it, throws, and that's wide of the receiver, incomplete. Second attempt was looking for CeeDee Lamb. Oh, that was Turpin. My mistake. Sorry. That was Turpin. That's the rookie return man. I don't know why I thought that was Diggs, but Turpin. He had a really good training camp for the Cowboys. They'll break the huddle. Second and 10 from the 41. Here's Rush. Rush, empty backfield, shotgun formation. Eagles come with 4. Rush steps up, throws. He's got a man over the middle. That's a big gain there up to the 29. So they needed 10. They got 12 as Rush rushes them to the line of scrimmage. Minute 22 to go here in the first. Clock is ticking. As Dylan says, have you ever seen The Equalizer? Yes, I have. Yeah, very good movie. The Equalizer, I'll talk about that in a second. Here's Rush. Rush throws, and that's caught. That's a pickup of about 9. I like The Equalizer. It's not, I don't love it. I like it. It's definitely good. It's definitely worth watching. 57 seconds to go here in the second. Shotgun formation for Rush from the 21. Takes the snap, drops back, heaves it up, corner of the end zone, and nobody's home. Good coverage there by the Eagles. 3rd and 1. So the Cowboys now have 2 timeouts. They'll probably run here, pick up the first down, because you got to get 1 before you could try to score a touchdown here. It's 3rd and 1. But a fairly similar movie to that Denzel made. Because to me, Equalizer is kind of like a poor man's John Wick. Like, it's good, but John Wick's better. But a similar movie that Denzel made that I like a lot more is Man on Fire. That's one of my favorite Denzel movies. Man on Fire is awesome. He's a badass in that. 3rd and 1 from the 21. Rush out of the gun, takes the snap. He's going to give to Zeke. Zeke bounces off a tackler, still going up to the 12. And the Cowboys are going to call a timeout. 43 seconds to go here in the second. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with Denzel. The guy doesn't miss. Kobe says Will Fuller, New York Giants. I'd be completely open to that. Flight was really good. Flight was great. Denzel's acting in Flight was phenomenal. As far as Will Fuller, I mean, Will Fuller's just a walking, talking injury. But he's a cheap guy. I wouldn't be against it if they brought him in. I don't know. I don't even know if Will Fuller's under contract. I don't think he is. I think he's a free agent. But I've heard people bring up his name before. He's talented, but the guy's always hurt. So 1st and 10, inside man was good too with Russell Crowe and obviously Denzel. From the 12, Rush coming out in the shotgun formation. He's got Zeke to his right. 1st and 10 from the 12, 4 wide set. Eagles come with 4. Rush steps up, throws, good cover. Oh my God, did he catch that? Oh my God. Brown just made the catch of the year. What did I just watch? Brown goes up for it. He taps it with his right hand into the back of the... I don't know if this is going to stand or not. It's close. If that stands, that's the catch of the year. I don't know if it's gonna. Holy crap. It's close. Because he got his butt cheek down. And if his foot touched well his butt cheek touched, it may stand. But we'll see. And Chizzolo says, this is crazy. Didn't think this game would be this. Yeah. Listen, though, I will say, I don't know if this game could get more interesting. We'll see, because the Eagles, if you look at them over the course of the year, they have not been a good second half team. They generally do all their damage in the first half, and then they go silent in the second half. So if the Cowboys could score here, I wouldn't be surprised if they make this a game. Blake says Giants need to look at Brandon Cooks. I would assume his contract is probably too high for us, but if they could work something out, he's a good wide receiver. Pretty sure the line split his butt cheek. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say it's better than Odell's catch, but it's a damn good catch. Probably the best catch of the year thus far, if it stands. Or definitely one of. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about Pickens. Pickens made a ridiculous catch with the Steelers that people are actually comparing to the Odell catch. But this is up there. This was great if it stands. We'll see what the call is. Commercial break. Deja Vu is another good one. Listen, man, Denzel makes so many good movies. You've got what's the one where he's the boxer? Hurricane. He got Game. Those are both good. He makes so many good movies. John Q, really good. Does half a butt count? We're going to find out, Marjorie, because that's what he got in. I did update the score, but for some reason on here it doesn't update. But there you go. Now it's updated. And I think they ruled it incomplete. So that's I kind of wish they counted that because that was a great catch. But instead it'll be 2nd and 10 now at the 12. 41 seconds to go. Rush coming out of the gun. Zeke to his right. Eagles come with 4. Rush drops back. That's batted at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. American Gangster. I liked American Gangster. Certainly good. I thought it would be better, though, Rob. It was good. And he was good in it. Very good in it. I thought it was going to be better, though. It was like a 7.5 or 8 for me, but I thought it was going to be like a 10. Because Russell Crowe, Denzel, the story, the trailer looked incredible. It didn't quite live up to my expectations, but it was certainly good. 38 seconds to go. Shotgun for Rush. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws. And incomplete. Was nearly picked off by Bradbury in the end zone. 33 seconds to go. And they're going to have to settle for 3. Yeah, Book of Eli is good for sure, man. Book of Eli is good for sure. Philadelphia was great. Tom Hanks and Denzel. Yep. And Dylan says, you have to remember that. Of course. Who doesn't Remember the Titans? That's impossible not to like that movie. So, especially if you're a football fan. It'll be a 30-yard field goal here from the left hash. Snap. Hold. Kick is good. 23. So Dallas is on the board. Left side, Authentics in the chat. Strong side. How do you not like that movie? I mean, that's definitely, I often have these conversations during these streams when the Giants aren't playing of our favorite sports movies. And when the football movies come up, that's usually the one that most people go with. I go with Rudy. I know maybe that's old-fashioned, but I like Rudy. I don't know what to tell you. But Remember the Titans is very good. 29 seconds to go here in the second. I'm going to show you my favorite scene from Rudy at halftime. As the Cowboys set to kick this away, 29 seconds to go. Kicks away. And the Eagles will let this go over their head. They'll start with it at the 25. We Are Marshall's good. The program's good. Rudy is great. Kid has tons of... Yeah, I love Rudy. The replacement, Shane Falco with Keanu Reeves. Absolutely. Any Given Sunday. Some of the scenes they filmed in Any Given Sunday were incredible in terms of, it looked like you were actually playing in the game. That's how realistic it looked, especially for a movie that came out as long ago as it did. 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys from the 25. Shotgun formation here for Hurts. Got to figure they'll probably just run down the clock, but maybe not. 2 timeouts. And they're going to hand off up the middle. Gainwell will get 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. And that should take us to halftime. I'm going to change the quarter now before I forget. Waterboy, of course. Adam Sandler, man. Let's change the quarter. 20-3. But yeah, let's show you. This is my favorite scene from Rudy, personally. I'll wait till this ad finishes. I friggin' love Rudy. I could watch that movie forever.
Hilton for the stay.
Two-minute scene.
Hey. What you doing here? Don't you have practice?
Not anymore. I quit.
Oh.
How do I mute this thing?
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
So you didn't make the dress list. There are greater tragedies in the world.
I wanted to run out of that tunnel for my dad. To prove to everyone that I worked...
what?
That I was somebody.
Oh, you are so full of crap. You're 5 feet nothing. 100 and nothing. And you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also going to walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen. Now go on back.
Sorry, I never got you to see your first game in here.
Hell, I've seen too many games in this stadium.
I thought you said you never saw a game.
I've never seen a game from the stands.
You were a player?
I rode the bench for 2 years. Thought I wasn't being played because of my color. I got filled up with a lot of attitude. So I quit. Still not a week goes by, I don't regret it. And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you. You hear me clear enough?
Let me get rid of that. We were just going over some of my favorite sports movies, and I was just playing a clip from Rudy. I was just playing a random clip from Rudy, one of my favorite clips from the movie. Kylie says, "Hey, what do you think about Penn State quarterback Chad Bauer?" I think he's great. I think he's got a great shot to take over for the Giants if Daniel Jones ever needs to be replaced. I think he's fantastic. Blake says, "Have you seen Prisoners?" If not, I have not. So maybe I'll put that on. I've not seen that. No. Prisoners? No, I've not. Big W says, "Daboll's took shots at the media for Jones. Loved it." I got to watch that. Oh, I said I was going to watch that now. Let's put that on now real quick. We said we were going to watch that at halftime. I want to see Brian Daboll's press conference. I haven't gotten a chance to watch because I ate after the stream and now I'm doing this. I'm curious to see what Daboll had to say. I can't find the New York Giants YouTube channel. There we go. Here we go. Let's watch this. I haven't watched it yet, so if you guys haven't watched it, here it is. I'm going to mute my mic so it doesn't echo.
Fought win, 60-minute game. Made a few more plays than they did, particularly in the end, and give credit to our players. They played for 60 minutes. Good to get a win.
Coach, you talk about being prepared a lot. The way Saquon on that last drive didn't go for the score and everything, is that something that you prepare for? Is it just something he took upon himself?
No, we prepared for it. We communicated it after the turnover. 1 first down. We didn't need any more points. We just ended by kneeling on it. So Kafka and Ty and Cade do a good job with that.
All week, early in the week, you talked about Kayvon affecting the pocket. Well, he gets the last play, gets the strip sack.
Yeah.
The defense comes up with 2 huge turnovers at the end. Talk about the defense, Winks unit, and obviously Kayvon at the end.
I thought, they played the best when it counted the most. I mean, obviously we gave up some plays there to Andrews in the run game a little bit, tightened down up in the red zone. But, when it counted the most, the players and Wink dialed up a good, couple good schemes, and the players executed well in the fourth quarter. That's what we thought it would be, a 4-quarter game.
What does it say about your team?
We get a game ball.
He broke down the team. I gave the coordinators all game balls last game.
Ryan, what do you think overall of the grittiness of your club, especially today?
I'm just proud of the way they compete. We talked about trying to play fast, trying to play physical, being resilient, and finishing. And, throughout the game, I thought those showed up. Obviously not perfect. There's certainly a lot of things we can fix. That's why we'll be in tomorrow to try to fix them. And, I was just proud of the way the guys competed.
No matter what's going on, you were losing the whole game. You weren't doing much offensively, but your team is able to be resilient. What is it about them? Why do you think you guys are able to do that pretty consistently now?
Yeah, and it's something we've preached since day one, since we've been here. Coaches, people in the building, This league is hard. It's not always going to be perfect. There'll be a lot of people down on you. You might be down on yourself. Wish you could do better. But you keep on getting back up. You keep on swinging. Keep on competing, regardless of the score or the situation of the game. And that's not easy to do, right? That's not easy to do when you're down and, to sit on a bench and start complaining. That's easy to do. It's hard to stick with it and get ready to play the next series and not worry about if you just got beat on a pass or if you got sacked. You got to flush it pretty quick. Dr. Lonnie does a great job. Our team psychologists are talking to the team. And I think our guys, each week we get a little bit better. We know we're a long way away, early part of the season, but, we just try to compete and do the best job we can.
Brian, they were up 10, and you guys obviously needed something. And Daniel goes 5 for 5 on that last, pretty extended drive.
Yeah.
Throwing to guys.
Fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, right?
What is it about him that, his numbers are his.
You hear that? You hear that? Look at Dable. Look at Dable sticking up for his quarterback. What about that drive? Daniel Jones goes 5 for 5. He scratches his head. Fourth quarter, right? Fourth quarter, right? Again, right? Dable, man. I love it. Love it. But let's continue it.
Numbers, and you said it's kind of this way. 5 for 5, you come right down the field.
Yeah, I'm not really worried. You know that. I'm not worried about numbers. His job is to compete, to lead his football team down, particularly the offense, make good decisions with the football, take care of it, execute in the red zone. And I know this was another fourth quarter one for him. Again, it's when you're a quarterback, you love to throw it, 60 times a game. But we have to, each week we have to play the way we think we have to play. And look, it was far from perfect. It really was. That's a hell of a football team over there. But I appreciate the way he competes, and I think his level-headedness really helps him.
Coach, after their first touchdown, it appeared that you only had 10 defenders
We did.
on it.
We had 10. Yeah, unacceptable. We had 10. Unacceptable.
An individual just forgetting? Was it
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. That can't happen. Put it on me. It's my fault.
I like hearing that too, and I to be honest with you, I forgot about that on the big the big touchdown run from Kenyon Drake. Giants only had 10 people on the field, but I like hearing Dable take responsibility for that. If we're being honest with ourselves, Joe Judge in the past probably circles around it. He probably doesn't point the finger at himself or anybody else. Dable's being forthcoming. He's saying, "Put that on me. That's on me. Unacceptable. That has to get better." So obviously you don't like seeing that there was dysfunction, and who knows if it's actually on Dable or maybe it's on the players or maybe it's on the defensive coordinator or who knows. But you like to see that the leader of your football team being, whether it's the quarterback when you're talking about the players or the head coach, when you're talking about the guy who represents the football team, take blame for it. He's coming out frank. He's not beating around the bush. But I forgot about that. I forgot about that play when I was nitpicking some of the things I didn't like. I didn't like the clock management at the end of the first half. And when we gave them an opportunity to score again, I didn't think that was good. And this as well, I forgot about that when they only had 10 guys on the field on defense before they gave up the big run to Kenyon Drake. So good. I like hearing that, man. I like that he's taking responsibility. But let me just read this real quick. I saw a donation. I don't like to miss these, and then we're gonna continue playing this while we can during halftime. Blake, man, thank you very much, man. Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, mystery thriller. It's an electric movie. I like both those actors, so I'll definitely have to check it out. Both those guys are great actors, so I'll definitely have to check that. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'll definitely have to check that out, though. But thank you, Blake, man. I appreciate it, buddy. But, yeah, just going to continue playing this. Let me just mute myself again.
Looked like they were obviously focused on Saquon all day, but it looked like there was that one drive where it seemed like you guys were really focused on getting him going, which he did.
Who, Saquon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always trying to get them going, but they know that too. And they got really good coaches, really good players, and it's not always going to be pretty. The run game never is. But I thought Mike did a good job of kind of mixing and matching calls, made some timely calls, and, eventually he hit on a couple. I don't think we hit on any like big ones. But the line got moving forward a little bit, made some big plays there in the end. Again, good team win, everybody involved, but we got a lot of work to do.
So what's your understanding of when the play clock goes to 0, when the officials will call delay a game? It looked like your second touchdown came after it hit 0.
You'd have to ask them. Sorry.
But what did it explain to the coaches about it? Just in general.
Yeah. No, I got it. I'm not going to get into it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get into it. It's whatever they call, they call.
What kind of tone does it set, or does it help you create an identity when guys play through things like Andrew, Feliciano, Saquon? Does the rest of the team see that, follow that?
I think that'd really be a good question for the guys. I know as a coach, you respect that. Again, you don't ever want to put anybody out there that can't do it. I think the trainers do a good job of communicating. Those guys, we have tough guys. It's a tough sport. So, I credit to those guys for fighting through. Again, I don't have any idea of what those things are other than they were good to go. So they fought through it and played well in the fourth quarter.
Those things you keep saying we need to work on a lot. It wasn't perfect. Where are the things that you're
there's again, I understand the question. There's strategy each game of how you want to try to play, some of the things you need to do. And we certainly could do better at that today. Specific, I don't want to get into specifics. I hope you can respect that, but there's a lot.
And at the start of the season, is this where you thought the team would be at this point, or what were you imagining at this point?
I don't go too far ahead. Sorry, Jude. I don't get too far ahead. I just try to do what I can do to help the team the best I can. And I ask everybody to do the same thing in the organization, and collectively together, that's where our focus needs to be, is continuing to improve, owning things when they don't go right, taking responsibility, competing for one another, playing for one another. Again, we've played, what are we, 6 games? So, I mean, it's a long season left. There's a lot of work to be done.
Brian, we always hear about all coaches saying, got to play 60 minutes, got to play for 60 minutes. But your guys are playing for 60 minutes. That's, not so easy. How do you get them to buy into that week in and week out?
Well, you try to do it before this even happens, back in training camp and OTAs, and create situations offensively, defensively. The kicking game, what a great return, blocked well by Gary. That gave us a little bit of life there in the early part of the game. You just try to make things as competitive and put them in situations where they got to compete. And, again, what they do during the week, I can't emphasize it enough. Their attitudes, their commitment to getting better, being on time to everything, taking care of their body.
We're going to stop it now because the game's back, but I just wanted to pause it. I was laughing because I saw a couple of people in the chat say I look like Nicolas Cage. Reason I'm laughing, and I'm going to catch up with these donations as well, as the Eagles are starting to get it going. I've been told that my whole life. So I guess people started to realize it in the chat as I was doing that, but I've been told that my whole life. People have said I look like Nicolas Cage. Blake says, Dable embodies act like you've been here before. Yeah, no, Dable's certainly comfortable in his own skin. There's no doubt about it. It's not an act. He's himself, and he's very confident. I think the team buys into it. And Justin, man, thank you so much, man. Stand up. New member, welcome to the squad. Here come the Eagles. There's a handoff up the middle. That's a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. So good job there by the Cowboys to stuff them. And Michael Mooch says, Chris, I don't know about you, but I love the Giants +3 next week. Part of me is like, why? Part of me is like, how in the world are we favored? But I only get how are we getting 3 points? So I'm like scared by that. Like, part of me is like, how is this even possible? And I guess it's because it's on the road. But yeah, I thought for sure it'd be at worst a pick'em game. 2nd and 9. Here comes Hurts coming out in the shotgun here from his own 40. Takes the snap, play action, drops back, blindside pressure from the Cowboys. Hurts buys time with his legs, throws on the run, incomplete. Chris even has to deal with ads. Yeah, I used to have free premium with my phone plan, but I don't get any more. So yeah, I don't have premium. But yeah, I'm trying to find like a picture of like a younger Nicolas Cage. But yeah, people used to say I looked like him. Still do. People still do say that. But here we go. 3rd and 9. 20-3. Eagles lead. Hurts takes the snap out of the gun, drops back to pass. He's going to take off. He's going to run, and he's going to go down. A sack there for the Cowboys. And that was Wilson on the sack. So a big play there. They get a quick 3 and out. So if the Cowboys want to get back in this game, that's what they needed. Eagles scare you? I mean, the Eagles are good. I'm going to tell you right now, though, I think the Cowboys are going to make this a game because the Eagles all year have looked really good in the first half, really bad in the second. They've kind of been the opposite of the Giants, where the Giants don't look so good in the first half and they look really good in the second half. And here's the return there by the Cowboys, and they're going to get it back to the 21. 12:47 to go here in the third. I mean, I don't know what the spread is. I wouldn't bet the Cowboys to win, but I think, I don't know what the second half spread is, but I think the Cowboys will make it a game. Yeah, I agree with that, Lucas. We need to start better. I had a good feeling about today, though. Once the game got underway, at least in the first half, because even though we got, outplayed because they were running the ball and they outgained us like 250 to 100 in the first half. I felt like they had an opportunity to knock us out in the first half, and they didn't do it. So once we got to halftime, I had a pretty good feeling that we were going to make it a game. Like, I knew it was going to be close because I knew we were going to make halftime adjustments like we always do. So that was my feeling at halftime. I'm like, it was ugly. We didn't look very good. They outplayed us, but they didn't land the knockout punch. It was kind of like week 1 against the Titans where it was very similar. And obviously we got a little lucky there with the 47-yard missed field goal, whatever it was. But when I knew today we were going to at least make it a game by halftime. I felt much more calm at halftime. I was worried in the first half that the Ravens might really land a knockout blow, and they had several opportunities to pull away, and they just didn't do it. Yeah, no, the Ravens definitely gashed our run defense, especially in the first half. We got much better in the second half. Chris, after the strip sack, KT did the salsa dance. Did he? That's awesome. Tana, I just want us to finally get our hands on these birds, man. I'm tired of all these other teams trying and failing. We beat some birds today. Hopefully we beat these birds when we play them. We don't play them for a while. So I see a lot of people saying, I'm scared. We don't know what the Eagles are going to look like in 8 weeks. And we don't know what we're going to look like in 8 weeks. Things change in the NFL. So the Eagles aren't even on my mind right now. It's the Jaguars, then it's the Seahawks. I'm not worried about the Eagles because they may look completely different in 8 weeks than they do now. And we might look completely different in 8 weeks than we do now. Tana, I just want us finally get our hands on these. Oh, I just read that. Man, I was jumping around and yelling when Love caught that. Yeah, me too, Vincent, if you saw the stream. 12:47 to go here in the third. Cowboys coming out in the shotgun formation, man in motion. Rush out of the gun from his own 21. Takes the snap. He's going to give. Pollard, nowhere to go. Eagles get great penetration. Pollard somehow squirts forward for 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Kilo says 3-way tie would have been cool. Water cooler conversation this week. But the G-Man being said, yeah, whatever. Kilo, I agree. It would have been cool to say, when you go to work, it's a 3-way tie, but it's way too early in the season to worry about the standings anyway. Just keep winning football games. There's a play action bootleg, and the Cowboys pick up 9. That's a first down for Dallas. 12:13 to go here in the third as Rush starting to get that. I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to win this game. They're going to make this a game because I'm telling you, there's been a problem with the Eagles all year. They have not put their foot on the gas pedal in the second half. 11:55 to go. There's a handoff to Pollard. Pollard up the middle, and he's going to push forward for 7, maybe 8. 11:48 to go here in the third. I'll say this. I think the Cowboys make this a one-possession game at some point. I don't know if they win, but I think they make it a one-possession game at some point in this contest. 11:37 to go here in the third. Rush comes to the line, 2nd and 2. He's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap, gives to Pollard. Pollard cuts to the left, up the middle, gets 2. First down, Cowboys, right around midfield. And there's an injury on the field to an Eagle. I think it's one of the DBs. It's not Bradbury, and it's not Slay. Might be their slot corner. I'm not sure, but there's an injury on the field. 11:08 to go. Yankees won. Yeah, I haven't had the Yankees game on. Let me flip that over real quick. I had a feeling they were going to win tonight. Garrett Cole, I mean, he's looked real. I don't even know what channel it's on, but I just pulled it up on ESPN on the website. But Yankee. Oh, they won. The game's already over. Wow. 4-2 Yankees won. So yeah, Garrett Cole gets the win. I had a feeling. So that'll go to 5. As we still have an injury on the field. He's going to walk up on his own power, but he's definitely holding that wrist. Doesn't look good. Might have broke his wrist. I don't know. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys as we're back at it. Here's Rush. Rush, play action, bootleg, throws. That's caught, and that's going to be a first down. Got 11. Cowboys starting to move the football here. 10:46 to go here in the 3rd. Did you really think Entertainer would be watching the Yankees? Yeah, I don't really care about the Yankees, to be honest with you. It's not just the Yankees, though. It's anybody but the Mets. I don't get into baseball if the Mets aren't playing. 10:29 to go here in the 3rd. Here's Rush. Rush, play action. Rolls out to the right. Throws. He's got a man. That's caught all the way down to the 25. Here comes Dallas, guys. Ferguson down to the 25, and Dallas has a chance to make this a 10-point game. 10:14 to go here in the 3rd. It's a pretty good throw by Rush. Could have been better. He overthrew him a little bit. Really good catch. Had he not made him have to leap for that, they probably get another 5 yards or so. But regardless, a big conversion there for the Cowboys. Now they got it here at the 25 of Philadelphia. Rush out of the gun, 4 wide set, Pollard to his left. Eagles crowd the line with 4. Rush takes the snap. He's going to give. Pollard tries to turn the corner. Nice cutback run to the middle, and he got 6. Really nice move there by Pollard. I thought he was going to get stuffed for no gain. He ended up getting 6 yards. 9:34 to go here in the 3rd. Pollard now with 41 yards on 9 carries. What are the Jaguars' strengths and weaknesses? To be honest with you, I got to do more research on the Jaguars. I haven't watched them. Obviously, you worry about Trevor Lawrence, but I haven't watched them a whole lot this year, if I'm being honest with you. I will do my research and look more into them. And a man in motion here from the 20. 9:06 to go. Here's Rush. Rush hands. Nice spin move by Zeke. He gets 7. That's a first down for Dallas into the red zone. 8:56 to go here in the 3rd. Yeah, that's right. Evan Ingram return game. That's crazy, man. I forgot about that. So that'll be a storyline next week. Independent says, one exciting thing for the Giants, this winning culture will attract quality players that may accept a little less salary to win. Landon Collins is an example. Yeah, I do. I think that is a positive. And it may, you look at the Eagles, look at all the players that signed there, right? When you start winning football games, people want to show up. People want to be a part of that. And here's Zeke. Zeke with a huge hole the size of the Grand Canyon, and he goes in for 6. There is something wrong, and they're winning football games. They're undefeated. But there is something off with this Eagles team in the second half. They are literally the complete opposite of us. They come out incredibly prepared. They destroy their opponent in the first half every week. And every week in the second half, they let their opponent get back into the game. And one of these weeks is going to bite them in the ass. But the Cowboys starting to make it a little bit of a game. It's 20-9, extra point pending. Snap, hold, kick is good, 20-10. And Authentic said something about the Jaguars. I was going to read it. What do you say? Jaguars defensive front is tough. Yeah. Yeah, they got a couple. Obviously, they got the rookie there, the first overall pick, and then they got Josh Allen, who I like for my draft reaction. So, yeah, they definitely have some talent on the line, for sure. And that's where they've always built that team. ETN, I was excited about coming out in that draft, and I actually liked the pick for the Jaguars when they made it. They wanted Kadarius Toney, believe it or not. Remember, you heard that? I kind of wish they got him at this point. But yeah, I like Travis Etienne. He's a good player. I think he went to Clemson, right? I liked him at Clemson. If Dallas wins, we're in third place. Why would you want that? I mean, if Dallas wins, we're also in first place. You can look at it either way, JD. If Dallas wins, we're in a three-way tie for first place. So you can look at it that way. If Dallas loses, we're in second by ourselves. Either way, something good and something bad is going to happen. Kadarius Toney will come back with a fury. I hope he does. Stand up. Chris can't wait until we get a number one receiver, a center, cornerback 2, and a guard. Big Blue, let's go. Yeah, and we need all those things you just said. Yeah, I would like a tie leaving the race. I'd like neither one of these fans to be happy. Jags got a nice offense. It should be a good. I don't think this is a pushover game. I don't think we should be getting 3 points, but I don't think it's a pushover game by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not taking the Jaguars lightly. Tony's the most shiftiest player I've ever seen, but don't matter if you can't stay healthy. Exactly. You got to stay on the field, and hopefully you can. Hopefully he finds a way to stay on the field. Seahawks look I thought MYG forever. I thought the Seahawks were going to suck at the beginning of the year. I'm not even going to lie. They've been much better than I thought they would. Geno Smith's been much better than I thought he would. So far they've proven me wrong. Now, to be fair, they've proven a lot of people wrong. Sunday Night Football next week. You're going to have the Dolphins and the Steelers. Not the best game. Cowboys going to kick this away. Eagles will let this go over their head. They'll start with it at the 25. And there's a flag. We'll see who it's on. Yankees won, Giants won. Good day. Yeah, great day. It's a great day for me, too. I'm a Met fan, but regardless, the Giants won, so it's a great day for me. But even better day for you guys. You get an opportunity to force a Game 5. What's up, Jacob? And it looks like the penalty is going to be on Dallas. An offside on the kickoff. You don't see that often. And the Eagles will get 5 yards added on, so I think they'll start with it at the 30. Good starting field position for them. You love the Matrix. What about? Is it the Matrix? I don't know. Is that the one they use in the Matrix? So here we go. Eagles have it here from their own 30. Hurts coming out in the gun. 3 wide set. Hurts takes the snap. Throws right, and it's batted away. I'm telling you. What's up, Joseph? The Cowboys are going to make this a game. Micah Parsons and Tank Williams got there. That should have been a late hit. I'm not even going to lie. They both hit him late. They both hit Hurts a little bit late there. What's going on, Funk Ops? And here's Hurts coming out in the pistol from the 30. He's got Sanders in the backfield. Hurts takes the snap, drops back to pass. Good pickup by Sanders. Nearly intercepted. Hurts starting to unravel a little bit. Great coverage there by Micah Parsons. 3rd and 10. And Dominic says, how did you get that name, Tana? Just a complete coincidence. Didn't think at all. I was just starting a YouTube channel for fun. Had recently broken up with my girlfriend, and I was just looking for a hobby, and I needed to make a channel name. And I knew, actually, I don't even think it was the Entertainer Talking Sports when it first started. It was just called The Entertainer. And then I realized I should probably put sports in the title since that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, the Cowboys get a bad penalty here. But basically, I just wanted to have a New York theme, like New Yorkers, entertainer. But that was it. There was no thought put into it. And so, wow. So that's a tough penalty there for the Cowboys. So first down for the Eagles. They got it all the way up to the 45. Hurts has it. Hurts hands. And they get 3 on the carry. Miles Sanders. So that's a big momentum breaker there because Dallas definitely looked like they were starting to get some momentum and huge penalty. You missed the game. Oh, man, you got to watch the highlights, man. But it was just a complete team effort. Julian Love came up with an interception. Kayvon Thibodeau had a strip sack to close out the game. Daniel Jones had a bunch of big moments. Again, huge key third down conversions. I think on the first touchdown drive, here's Hurts out of the gun. Hurts throws it into the ground. Nothing there on the screen pass. I'm almost positive on the I'll read down the play-by-play when I get an opportunity, but I think on the first touchdown drive, Daniel Jones hit like 2 insane third down conversions. One was 3rd and 14, and I think the other was a 3rd and 11. He was big. He was big time on that drive. Definitely had a bunch of key third down conversions. Daniel Jones played very well today. I'll get the play-by-play when I can, though. So 3rd and 7. Hurts coming out in the gun, man in motion, right to left. From the 48. Hurts has it, drops back. Cowboys come with an all-out blitz and they get home. So the Eagles are going to have to punt. Dallas starting to figure them out. So, yeah, Jones was 19 of 27, 173, 2 touchdowns. Didn't run a lot today. He only ran for 6 yards, so they didn't use it too much in the run game. But, again, a really good game. He had 112 QB rating. Punts away. And the Cowboys are going to field this at the 6. They'll take it there to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. This guy is good, this punt returner. Holy crap, man, he is fast. Turpin all the way up to the 38. There's a flag. This could be coming back. And Joe K says, in a Reddit AMA before the season, Tibbs said the quarterback he wanted to sack the most was Lamar Jackson. Glad to see he achieved his goal. Well, yeah, he did, for sure. I thought you meant the guy that he was going to get the most sacks on. I was like, hopefully he didn't achieve his goal yet. But, yeah, that was the guy that he wanted to get a sack on the most. So, and what a good time to do it. The last defensive play of the game to close it out, right? It doesn't get much better than that. So, love seeing that. And you had a feeling Tibbs was coming. I mean, he had a really good performance the previous week. So, now the Cowboys are going to have the ball when we come back. What was I going to pull up? I forgot. I was going to pull up something. Oh, the play-by-play. What's up, Diehard, man? I want to say hello to him. He's been with me forever, day oneer. I wanted to see the play-by-play on that drive where Jones scored his first touchdown because I'm pretty sure it was the second because the first touchdown was only 53 yards. Let me see. Yeah, no, that was the one. So they started out 1st and 10. Jones passed short middle to Breida for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Jones scrambles left end for 4 yards. 3rd and 4. They get hit with a big penalty. Offensive pass interference. So that made it 3rd and 14. And at this point in the game, it's 7-7. You're starting to worry about the time of possession. They need to start extending some drives. I'm sorry, it was 7-0. This is when the Giants tied it on this drive. And then on 3rd and 14, he completes a 15-yard pass to Breida. That was huge. And then he had another 3rd and 12. So you're talking about 2 like very low percentage conversions. Like I would guess like a 3rd and 14 gets converted maybe 10% of the time, 15% of the time on average. He did it twice. He had a 3rd and 14 and a 3rd and 12 on that same drive. Picked up 18 actually to Slayton, and then he picked up another 15 on the 3rd and 12. So he was big time on that drive with those conversions. So that's a great job by him on that drive, extending the drive. And he had another really good drive later in the game as well. So Jones definitely showed up, man. Yeah, you got it, Jacob. Tin, did you see the Giants had 10 guys on the field? Yeah, that Dable talked about it after the game. You think they could address the interior line before the trade deadline? No. I think that's something they're going to address more in the offseason via the draft. Yeah, congratulations to all the Jets fans, Richard. Packers are in trouble, man. They lose to the Jets and the Giants, and now, I think they're 3-3, so they're in trouble right now. But big win for you guys. I'm proud of the Jets, man. Big Pat says, "Sup, Dana? Let's get a tie in this game right here. I'll take a tie, Big Pat. Long way to go to get there." Rush takes the snap, and he's just going to get rid of this one from his own 7. 2nd and 10. Pressure came quick. 6:43 to go here in the 3rd. I also wanted to look at the red zone stats because I always think that's important with the Giants. Curious to see what they did in the red zone. Doesn't show it here, but I'll be able to find it. 3rd down, we were really good again. 7-14. Oh, here it is, red zone. Man, the Giants' red zone offense continues to thrive. Awesome. Here's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke off the left side, and he's going to get all the way to the 14, 15. Still going. Look at this run. They're actually going to mark him down with forward progress at the 15, so it'll be 3rd and 2. The New York Giants in the red zone today, 3 of 5. That's awesome. They came in averaging 58%, so they went up a little bit. That's 60%. And again, the defense holds strong. Only 1 of 3 for the Ravens in the red zone. That's a major reason we won this game. There's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke up the middle, up to the 21. So the Giants scored 3 times inside the red zone, 2 touchdown passes from Jones, and a touchdown run, I believe, from Saquon. So there you go. Love to see it. Red zone offense continuing to get the job done. Good point. It's really 4 or 5. Great point. Really 4 or 5 in the red zone. Saquon fell down at the 1. Great point. Here's Rush. Rush throws, and that's caught. Contested catch there by Gallup. It's a 9-yard snag as Dallas starting to move the ball here at their own 30. It'll be a 2nd and 1. So, yeah, really 4 or 5 in the red zone. Yeah, exactly, Moose. And here come the Cowboys. They rush to the line of scrimmage here. 5:07 to go here in the 3rd. Rush under center. He's got Zeke in the backfield. Play action. Rush rolling out to the right. Throwing. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 1. And I'll tell you, man, I mean, I think the red zone efficiency comes down to the play. The play calling is huge. And Jones is making some great throws. I don't want to take anything away from him. The 2nd touchdown throw was great. And the other thing I'll say is Saquon obviously helps a lot in the red zone, right? Because he's Saquon. And you see how hard he runs. I mean, you even noticed it on the couple of plays where he was out, where Breida ran. In my head after the run, I'm like, and Breida played well. But after Breida ran, I'm like, if that was Saquon, he pushes for that extra yard. He gets that 1st down. So he obviously has a lot to do with why we've been more successful in the red zone. There's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke's got a couple of lead blockers. Out of bounds, picks up 6, maybe 7. That's 1st down for the Cowboys. And Paul says Jeepers Creepers might be my number 1. The sister is sexy. I saw Jeepers Creepers a long time ago, and I liked it. I don't remember it. That's with Justin Long. That came out. I know the new one came out now. I heard that was horrible. But I remember liking the original, and I think I like the sequel too. So, but I haven't seen it in forever. 1st and 10 from their own 36. He's going to give to Pollard, and Pollard gets stuffed. He got a yard. 2nd and 9. That play call with the Wildcat, the Barkley pitch to Jones. Yes. Oh man, I wish somebody video clipped that for me on Twitter. I actually thought that was a pretty good reaction by me on that play. I was thinking back to it. I think I said, like, what is this? The Ringling Brothers, the circus, when they with that play. That was a very creative play call, Brian. 2nd and 9. Here's the Cowboys. Play action. Rush drops back, throws. Nice throw and catch there to the 50, and Dallas starting to move along. That was CeeDee Lamb. 3:45 to go here in the third. Jacob says, Tane, I love the new mic. Hoping for nothing but continued success for you and Bad Dog. You guys are the Giants' dream team. I appreciate that, Jacob. And, yeah, I'm going to continue to make content, man. I love doing it. Yeah, Wildcat was not successful today, Chris. Which I had no problem with. Oh, yeah, I said the Harlem Globetrotters, yeah. I had no problem with them trying the Wildcat today, but it didn't work today. And I didn't like my only issue with the Wildcat today that I would have liked to have seen in terms of the way they used it. 1st and 10, there's a handoff, and Pollard gets about 3, maybe 4. It's going to be about 2nd and 6. I didn't like the one call from the Wildcat where it was just Barkley in the backfield, because you want to at least have a little bit of deception. You want to have a running back next to him that he could fake the handoff to, keep it as he reads the defense. So I didn't like that. Yeah, and I think there was another time when they used the Wildcat I didn't like, but I didn't like that one. Rush drops back, throws, and he breaks out of a tackle, still going, gets about 9, 10, first down for the Cowboys. Oh, I would have preferred if they would have used Wandell a bit when they used the Wildcat. I didn't see that today too much. Like, at least motion him over the front. I didn't see that too much today. But again, that's being nitpicky. Obviously, I'm thrilled with the way they played. But a nice catch for Brown, and he picks up an extra 5 yards after it. And here's the Cowboys here at the 37. It's a direct handoff to Brown. The Eagles snuff it out. Got maybe to CeeDee Lamb, rather. Got maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Yeah, I'm excited for the Knicks streams. I didn't do many Knicks streams last year. I'm going to be doing opening night, provided I get back on time, because I go into the city on Wednesdays. That's the only day I don't work from home. But I can't imagine I wouldn't be back on time. I get out of work at 4:30, and I'm typically home by 5:30, maybe 5:45, and the game starts at like 7. So I should be back in time. 2nd and 9 for the Cowboys. Shotgun formation, 5 wide. He'll take the snap, drops back. Eagles come with 5. Rush hit as he throws. He gets to Lamb. Lamb turns the corner. Lamb out of bounds, down to the 20. Nice play there by CeeDee Lamb. Minute 21 to go. There's a flag. Probably coming back. Yes, I'm thinking at least 10 wins this year. Right now at this point. And it looks like they're going to hit Pollard for a block in the back. But we'll see. And Nick the Wick. By the way, Nick, I think you were the one that asked. I don't know if you were on my stream today or not. You probably were. It's just so busy for me while I'm live. Happy for your success. You are going to grow so much now that you got that you are good and not bad. Remember me when you get big. Love the new mic also. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I met Nick twice in person. He's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to tell you because I think you were the one that gave me the suggestion. I updated the emojis for the members. I think you gave me that suggestion. So today I added an Andrew Thomas emoji for you guys. I added a Brian Dable emoji. I added a Joe Shane emoji. I added a Don Wink emoji. And I think I added another one. And here's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke makes a man miss in the backfield, and he gets a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. So I just want to let you know that. It should work if you want to test it out now. I don't know. 46 seconds to go here in the third. 20-10. Eagles lead by 10. Yep, there it is. That was the other one. I added a Daniel Jones emoji. So you got Daniel Jones, you got Wink, you got Shane. I already had Barkley. That was already there. So there you go. There's the Dabes. I'll probably add a Kayvon Thibodeau also. I think I was going to add that, and I didn't. 22 seconds to go. Here's the Cowboys. They take the snap out of the gun, drops back. There's a flag on the play. Throws it up towards the corner. Incomplete. We'll see who the flag's on. 15 seconds to go here in the third. Was looking for Hendershot. Yeah, I kept the RJ Barrett. I'll probably add a I'll probably add a Jalen Brunson, being that he's like the new Nick when I do Nick streams. I think I still got Thibodeau in there too, the coach for the Knicks. And they're showing a replay here on the penalty. So an illegal motion penalty on the Cowboys backs him up 5 yards. Second and 14 from the 24. Rush coming out in the gun. He's got Zeke to his right. Takes the snap, low snap, gives to Zeke. Zeke on the draw play. Spot. What a run by Zeke. Spun out of the tackle, fell forward for 12. It'll be 3rd and 2. And Nick DeWick, he says, I had a concussion this weekend, so taking it slow. I got a little excited during the fumble and paying the price right now. That's awesome. Well, not awesome that he had a concussion, but I'm glad you got excited. Is DJ the future for the New York Giants? One, I hope you feel better. I know that you play football, so that's not a joke. As we got a commercial break, I think we're headed to the 4th quarter, so let me change the quarter. And I'm assuming you got it playing football, so I hope you feel better. As far as what you said about DJ, I feel a lot more comfortable saying that he could be the future than I did before the year started. I'm not going to commit fully to saying he's the future yet. Like, when you say future, you're talking about the next 10 years. Like, I'm not willing to go that far yet, but he's trending that way, and that's a good sign, right? And I am definitely strongly convinced right now, at least, that he's going to be back. I don't know if it's going to be a long-term 5-year deal, but I think he's going to be the quarterback in 2023. And he's definitely proven that he can win football games right now. So, yeah, I'm excited for his growth, man. I think he's been great this year. So, hopefully it only continues, man. And Zeke, man, thank you for being a member for 23 months. Yo, I'm super hyped right now. F the Eagles and the Cowboys. Saquon for Emperor. Dude, Saquon's the man. And I'm going to tell you, man, Saquon Barkley, and I tweeted it out, but it's what I thought after the game. I think I mentioned in my live stream after the game, directly after, when I got an opportunity to think about what Saquon Barkley did. I friggin' love Saquon Barkley. How could you not love Saquon Barkley? Like, that guy is exactly what I want in a football player as a fan. He never thinks about himself. Anytime he talks to the media, when they ask him questions about himself, well, I want to give credit to the offensive line. Daniel Jones does a great job setting me up. Always sticks up for his teammates. And then today, and he's clearly the best player in the team, and then today, he has an opportunity to boost his stats in a contract year where stats matter for him, where he's trying to make as much money as he can. He's an opportunity to run into the end zone, and instead has the wherewithal to say, no, I care more about winning this football game, and the best chance to allow my team to win this football game is for me to fall down on the 1-yard line and allow my quarterback to drop down in victory formation and win this game the right way, rather than score and give the Eagles a Hail Mary opportunity of coming back in this football game. How could you not love Saquon Barkley? I love him. Nick says, who are you rooting for in this game? I'm rooting for a tie. I hate both of them. So I'm rooting for a tie. Rooting for a tie. And Kelly says, love him. Yeah, I love him. Chris, what's up, my guy? We need to draft the wide receiver 1. I agree. I am definitely all aboard the wide receiver in the first round train right now. So the Cowboys are going to have a 3rd and 2 at the 12. Rush coming out in the shotgun formation, 3 wide set. He's going to motion Zeke to the left. Drops back to pass. Has time. Throws on the run. Caught. First down, Cowboys. Another flag. How many flags are we going to see on this drive? Oh, my God. This feels like it's like the 5th flag on this drive. 14:54 to go. We'll see who it's on. It could be a defense. I think it came in the secondary. So it could be a defensive pass interference or a defensive hold. We'll see. Yes, I will get a sexy Dexy emoji. Good call. And it is going to be on the Eagles, so that's going to be a first down for the Cowboys. I will get a sexy Dexy emoji. Great call by you. Also, you got to give me some credit. When I first met you, I had my Dexter Lawrence jersey on. I've been on the train for so long. Dude, Nick, I'll be the first to say, man, I did not know. I like Dexter Lawrence. Always did. I did not know he was this level of player. No way did I think he was this level of player. So kudos to you for getting that jersey and having your faith in him. From the 7, Here's Rush. Rush rolling out on the play action. Hits his man. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Cowboys. I did tell you guys when it was 20-3 that the Cowboys were going to make this a one-possession game. And now it's a one-possession game. 2016 extra point pending. 14:39 to go here in the fourth. And I'm not going to be surprised at all if the Cowboys win it. Everybody's talking about how they're scared about the Eagles. I understand they had a great first half. They suck in the second. They got a problem with this team. I'm telling you, this team does not do a good job closing out games. And when they start playing good teams, if they continue to play like this in the second half, they're going to get upended. Paul says, have you ever thought of going into broadcasting? You are legit, bud, man. I appreciate it, Paul. And the extra point's good. Yeah, I never before was on YouTube. Like I said, I just started YouTube for fun. I didn't do this because I was trying to build a career or anything. And people seem to like my play-by-play. I've never really considered it. I have a resume. It's here. So I guess I should apply, I put my name out there to, to apply to, I think I would, as much as I love doing the play-by-play, I think what I would like more is basically being like an on-air personality, whether it be like, hold on, I got to sneeze. Whether it be like sports talk radio or, on the radio or on TV or whatever, or just doing a podcast. I think that would be more what I'd prefer to do. But I love doing the play-by-play. But I think what makes the play-by-play more fun for me is having a live chat. Doing it with you guys, having fun with you guys. It makes it so much more fun for me, especially when I do, games of my teams because I'm so into it. So, but I'm going to tell you, man, I think, and maybe I'm wrong, I think the future of broadcasting when it comes to play-by-plays with games, and I'm not telling you they're going to get rid of the traditional color commentators. That's always going to exist. But I think this method of play-by-play that I do on YouTube, that basically what the Manning brothers do without a YouTube chat, but they essentially do what Bad Dog and myself do. They watch they don't do play-by-play, but they watch the game as friends. I think this is only going to grow. I think this is only going to get bigger, and I think this is going to have a bigger market because I'm going to be honest with you. I would never think to do this or watch this if I wasn't somebody that does this, and then I saw a lot of people did it, so I did it one time because all my subscribers asked me to do it, to have a live. I had never done a live. The first 6 months or so I was on YouTube. They said you should live stream the game, so I did it, and I had a lot of fun, and I continued to do it. As a consumer, I think there's a lot more fun, especially for like younger kids. So I think this is only going to grow. I think this is only going to get bigger in terms of the live play-by-play reactions as people watch along with, it's basically you're hanging out with your friends. So I think people love it. Let's see. And MY Giants 26 says, can't wait for the $100 dono for 550K subs. Yeah, we'll see if I get there. It's coming soon. Hopefully it gets here soon. And when it does, I know I'm going to owe you guys I can't believe I agreed to that, but I'm going to have to do it. I told you guys I would do a 24-hour stream years ago when, I'm like, if I ever hit 50K, so if I hit 50K, we'll do a 24-hour stream. I don't know when, it'd have to be a time where I could do it, a time of the year where I feel like is best for me, but I will definitely do one. 14:39 to go here in the fourth. Cowboys set to kick it away. Again, it doesn't update. There you go. Now it should be updated. I put it in and StreamYard sucks. It doesn't update. Chris, we beat the Ravens Packers. We know we're legit. It's time to confidently trade for DJ Moore. If we can. We're kind of, we kind of have a tight budget right now. But if we can and the deal's right, I'm all for it, man. I think here's what I'm going to say, Sam. If the Giants get a legitimate number one wide receiver, like a legitimate number one wide receiver, we can compete in this conference. I really believe that. Eagles have it. Handoff up the middle. That's Sanders. Sanders gets 13. Big gain there. 14:33 to go. And Dire Giants fan says, I'll be honest. I wanted to trade him and get massive draft capital, but after what he's done, no. This staff will find a way to keep him. Class act. Barkley, yeah, I don't want to trade him. I don't want to trade him. I understand people that did. I completely understand it. I'm not like knocking anybody for that opinion. I get the logic behind it. He's a running back. But no, I don't want to trade him. I think I just think he's way too important. He's not a traditional running back. There's a handoff to Sanders. Sanders up the middle, and he's going to get 4, maybe 5. He's a weapon. You know, I think he's just as dynamic as pretty much any other wide receiver in the league. He's a weapon, and he's a guy that makes this offense go. I don't want to trade him. I don't want to get rid of him. Tommy Mathicker. Now I don't want to give him a 6-year deal. I'll say that. I don't want to give him a Zeke contract. But I do want to get something done. I want to get something on paper. I want to get maybe a 4-year deal where you could get out after 3. But they got to find a way to keep this guy around. He's too good. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Hurts coming out in the shotgun formation from his own 43. 13:25 to go. Hurts will take the snap. He's going to give. Sanders cuts to the left. Nowhere to go. Cowboys bottle him up. 3rd and 4. And Tommy B. Philly winning tonight helps the Giants since Dallas will still have the tiebreaker over us. If we lose on Thanksgiving, we will still play the Eagles twice. That's one way to look at it. I just think it's way too early to think one way or the other. But if you guys think that's what's better, I hope that's what happens. It really doesn't matter to me. It's too early in the year. We just got to keep winning football games, and things will work themselves out. If we're going to win this division at the end of the day, we're going to have to beat these teams. Like, if you want to win this division, we're going to have to beat these teams when we play the Eagles, when we play the Cowboys. So let's get to those games first, and we'll see where we go from there. But I definitely think we're going to be set up well to make the playoffs. 3rd and 4. Hurts takes the snap, drops back. He's going to run with it, and he'll pick it up. He gets 5 up to the 49. And Dominic says, can't wait to see what they do with Wan'Dale. I'll tell you what, encouraging start for Wan'Dale Robinson today. Encouraging start for Wan'Dale Robinson. And he had a drop. And again, I didn't really kill Wan'Dale for it. It wasn't but I was like, you got to catch it. Daniel Jones was under pressure. He got hit as he threw. You got to come up with that ball. But it wasn't like an egregious drop. But Wan'Dale looked good, man. Was getting open. Definitely looks like he's going to be a weapon. And he wasn't used to his full capacity quite yet. So I'm excited about Wan'Dale. There's a pitch to Boston Scott off the left end. And he's going to get about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. You and Bob Papa on the call. That'd be cool. A lot of people say that. I don't know. I guess a lot of people say, I get that in the comments. I noticed that when I go on Bad Dog's channel and I'll pop in, and in the comments it'll say, this guy sounds just like Bob Papa. I guess maybe I do. I don't know. A lot of people say it. Listen, if I ever got Bob Papa's job, that'd be awesome. 2nd and 5. 11:14 to go here in the 4th. 2017 Eagles by 3. He's going to motion Sanders to his right. And Hurts is going to change the play. He didn't get that off in time. These referees suck with this play clock. And there's a pitch to Sanders. Nowhere to go. 3rd and 5. Pushed out of bounds. I need a Goddard touchdown right now for fantasy. I didn't even look at my fantasy team. I know I got Pollard going in this game. And I got Brown. And I don't think Brown's having a very good game. Let me see. Brown's all right. Oh, he's got a touchdown. He's actually had a pretty good game. 4 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Pollard, not too much. 2 catches, 8 yards, and 44 yards on the ground. There's a handoff to Gainwell. 1st down. Needed 4, got 5 as he handed it to him out of the shotgun. 10:22 to go. I'm up 50 and still have Devontae Smith going. Well, you're looking good, man. A.J. Brown. You said, who the hell's Brown? A.J. Brown I'm talking about. He caught the touchdown. The Eagles' #1 receiver. There's a handoff to Gainwell, and Gainwell gets 6. Eagles starting to carve up this Cowboys run defense. This is a really good drive. This is a really good answer by the Eagles. The exact type of drive they needed. They're chewing up clock, keeping their defense rested. There's a really good answer by the Eagles thus far. 2nd and 4, 9:32 to go here in the 4th. They'll break the huddle. Hurts coming out in the pistol. He's got Sanders behind him. 9:23 to go. 12 on the play clock. Now he's going to motion him to his right. takes the snap. Hurts fakes the pitch, takes off and runs, makes a man miss, slides down. He's going to be a yard short of the sticks. 3rd and 1. 9:07 to go. Good to see Pumpkin in here. What's going on? The Giants could be 11-1. Let that sink in. I'm not even thinking about 11-1. I'm thinking about 6-1. Let's get a win first. And Hurts tries to do a quick snap, and he's going to get it. Looked like the Cowboys were going to stop him, and he was somehow able to get really low to the ground and just find a way to pick up 2 yards and get the first down. So Eagles keep moving the chains. 8:42 to go. Jalen Hurts is 13 for 15 on 3rd or 4th and 1 carries. Most conversions in the NFL this year. 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to hand off, and this time the Cowboys are ready for it. They get a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 29. Maybe I will have Sam Prince on. I got to message him on Twitter. Nations, what's going on, man? Our bye week is the week after this game, correct? No, we got 2 games, Nations. We've got the Jaguars in Seattle, both on the road. Then we have the bye. Then we come back home. Then we have the Texans and the Lions. So we got 2 more games before the bye. 2nd and 9. Hurts coming out in the shotgun. 7:42 to go here in the 4th. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, throws, caught. Nice move. That's Brown. Brown still going to the 10. Tackle down at the 6. If the Eagles score here, this game's pretty much over if they score a touchdown. 7:27 to go. Eagles have it at the 6. Do I enjoy streaming? Yeah, I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with you guys. There's times, there's been a couple of streams where I did not enjoy myself. But yeah, 99% of the time I have a lot of fun. Hurts throws, and he's got a man. Touchdown Eagles. That was Devontae Smith, and it's 26-17 Eagles. Extra point pending. So I'm not going to say it's quite over yet, but it's close. They only got about 7 minutes left. The Cowboys need 2 scores. They're going to have to score quick. And a great answer there. That was like a Giants drive. 13 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes, 37 seconds. They chew up half the clock. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow when I have an opportunity? Because the Giants now have had basically, at least in the last 2 weeks, they've had 4 drives in the last 2 weeks. I think of about over 7 minutes or right around there. I'm going to look at last year, how many 7-minute drives they had. I bet you it's not much more than what we've had over the last 2 weeks. Giants have done a great job. And they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct, I think it is, on the Cowboys after the touchdown on Diggs. So 26-17. Yeah, exactly. That's a drive that good teams make. Yep. Cowboys couldn't stop them when it mattered. I figure winning well, of course, winning makes the streams a lot easier. I still have fun, though, even when the Giants lose. I still have fun for the most part. There's times last year was tough. Because you dealt with a lot of negativity from fans, too. Because I, like pretty much everybody else, had higher expectations going into the year because we spent a lot and yada, yada, yada. So they yell at you because the team's not doing well. So I didn't enjoy that. And obviously the team losing as much as they did, but it was more so the raised expectations and them not even coming close to hitting them and all the injuries that they had. So last year I didn't enjoy it as much as I have in the past. This year I'm having the most fun I've ever had. 2-point attempt. They're going to go for 2 now instead of 1 because of the penalty, because now it's only 1 yard. Hurts out of the gun, takes the snap, hands, and the Cowboys are going to lock him up. So 7:02 to go. It's only a 9-point game. So that penalty actually paid off for Dallas. Yeah, last year we started playing clown music. Absolutely. It got bad. That was a stupid... Why would Philadelphia do that? I'm just thinking about it. That was dumb. I understand you're closer, and it probably won't matter. But if Dallas scores a touchdown and kicks a field goal now, they win the game rather than tie the game. What was the point of that? I mean, obviously to make them have to go for 2, but why even do that? That was a dumb decision by the Eagles. They should have went up 10. Yeah, no, Horny Tay, this year's been great. This year's been fantastic. And 100% Nations right now. I can't imagine another coach being coach of the year. What's up, Ray, man? Good to see Ray. He's been another he's awesome, Ray, man. What's up, buddy? Just celebrating the Giants win today, man. I know we're still down in the dumps about the Mets, but getting ready for the Knicks. I know you're a big Knicks fan. Wednesday, I'm going to call that game opening night. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, man, my Giants are 5-1, man. What's better than that? Like, nobody saw this coming. It's been a magical year so far. Nation says, can we stop with the Tony trade talk? Not the same skill level, but similar to Barkley in the sense of explosiveness and playmaking. Him and Wandell will go crazy. I know he needs to be healthy, but still. I don't want to trade Tony. I'm not the biggest Tony fan. I think he was overhyped a bit by the fan base going into the year, but I don't want to trade Tony. His value's not there. Why would you trade him? You're going to get nothing for him right now. And I do agree with you that he has potential for sure. I worry about his health, but I don't want to trade Tony. I don't see the point in it. It's kind of when people were yelling about trading Saquon when he came up in ACL tear. Why? His value's at an all-time low. You never want to trade a player when his value's at an all-time low. So I agree with you. I don't want to trade Tony. Morning in Oman, and you guys are still streaming. What's up, Brian, man? Thanks for popping in, buddy. Yeah, still streaming for now. This game's going to be over soon, and then we're going to call it a night, but yes. Thank you for the follow, Chris. Forgot to say thank you. Yeah, man, no doubt. I try to follow. I don't follow everybody back on Twitter, but I try. I don't understand people who don't follow people back. Like at least that are content creators. Because it gives you an opportunity to message people. So I always like to communicate with you guys. If you ever want to drop me a private DM on Twitter, I always try to respond. I go on there and I'm like, what do you think? What do you think? It looks cool when you have 30,000 followers and you only follow 300 people. I don't like whatever. Like, I don't know. That's just me. 26-17. 7:02 to go here in the fourth. Rush coming out in the shotgun formation. 5 wide set. 2 on the play clock. And he'll take the snap. Drops back. 5-man rush. He hits his man there. It's the tight end Ferguson. And Ferguson's going to get 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, I mean, I guess I understand that independent, that it makes you look more legitimate, I guess, if you've got a lot of followers and you only follow a handful of people. But I don't know. I'm on there to talk to you guys. That's why I'm on there. So that's why I try to follow as many people back as I can. 6:32 to go here in the fourth. From the 27, Rush under center, takes the snap. He's going to give to Zeke. Zeke tries to cut to the outside, cuts back in, and Zeke with a nice run here. He got about 11 up to the 39. Zeke's been running really well here in the second half. The Cowboys in general have been running really well in the second half. But Zeke looks impressive. I know a lot of people say he's lost a step or two. He looks good tonight. He's got 12 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Cowboys will break the huddle. 26-17. Dallas trails by 9. Going to motion out a wide receiver. Takes the snap. They're going to stay committed to the run. As Zeke tries to pop it to the outside, he's pushed out of bounds, gets a yard. I know they're running the ball well, and it's effective, but you got to start opening up here. I mean, you need 2 scores. 5:41 to go in the fourth. You need 2 scores, and they've run it on the last 3 plays. Got to start taking chances here. So 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8. 5:22 to go. Cowboys trail by 9. Rush under center. Eagles with 8 men in the box. Rush drops back off the play action, heaves it up, and that's probably why they were running. Intercepted by the Eagles. A great play all the way back to near midfield at the 48. We'll see if that ball hit the ground. It looked close, but I think it was an interception. 5:03 to go here in the fourth, 26-17, and this game is pretty much over. We'll call it to the end at this point, but this game's pretty much over. Rush did get hit. Rush got cracked. And I wish that guy's head wasn't in the way, but it looked like a legitimate interception. And I think it's going to stand. Yeah, it's over. 5 minutes to go. Only way this game becomes interesting now is if the Eagles fumble. Just want to say we appreciate you, Chris. I saw your comment the other day, Nations, man. I appreciate it, man, on the video. You've been with me for a long time, too. Being able to manage working your number one job, then coming on here, well, sometimes I imagine you're tired just to provide for us. We love you, man. Never quit. Hey, man, I love doing this, man. I love work. You know, you guys inspire me to continue to do this. You know, subscribers like you, subscribers like Dire Giants fan who's always in here, and you know, so many others. So yeah, I can't say thank you enough. How do we lose to Scrub Cooper? I mean, let's be real. And Albin always in here, Met's always in here. I mean, all you guys always in here. But let's be real though about we didn't lose to Cooper. Like I saw people like on Twitter tell me, oh, but you lost to Cooper Rush. I mean, yeah, technically we lost to Cooper Rush. But Cooper Rush had nothing to do with why we lost that game. We lost that game because Evan Neal couldn't block Tank Lawrence. And we lost that game because we couldn't get any pressure on the quarterback. We had 0 sacks. And Cooper Rush had all day to throw the football. We lost that game because we got dominated in the trenches. And hopefully next time around we don't. But they manhandled us where it mattered most. That's why we lost the game. We didn't lose the game because of Cooper Rush. Yeah. Yeah, the trenches killed us in that game. I won 170 today thanks to the Giants, Bills, and nice. Congratulations, Ryan. We love your content, brother. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for watching. And Slurp, the sports tip, which says the NFC East has the best defense in football. They do. I'll tell you what, man, the NFC looks a lot better than I thought it would. Our division specifically. Week 18. Yeah, well, we'll see, Rob. Hopefully we got the playoffs locked up by then. But yeah, we play the Eagles. That could be a huge game. Let's just keep winning football games. What's on Prime tomorrow? I think the Chargers play tomorrow. I don't remember who they play, but they play. I know they play tomorrow. Let me see. Chargers play Broncos. Not the best of games. The Broncos aren't playing very good right now, but it'll probably be good, though. They always seem to have close matchups. There's a handoff up the middle. They get 9 to Miles Sanders. 4:54 to go here in the fourth. So can we be the worst? Can we be the worst 6-1 team now? That's the goal, man. Right now, we're the worst 5-1 team ever. Hopefully, next week we're the worst 6-1 team ever. What's up, Nor Alex? Oh, you better believe it, Brian. It's not like the NFL doesn't want to have us on prime time, and the Eagles are going to run a QB sneak here. That'll pick up a first down. It's good for the league when we're on prime time. There's a flag on the play. New York market, right? Huge market, passionate fan base, Giants. So, yeah, we start winning games. They're going to put us on prime time. I promise you that. So, yes, next year I expect if we continue to play the way we're playing, I'd expect at least probably 4 primetime games. I'd expect probably 2 Sunday night games, Monday night game, Thursday night game. I would say at least 4 primetime games if we keep playing at the level we've been playing this year. Kelvin, man, thank you very much, man. My girl says she's jealous of you because she says I pay more attention to you than I do her. Kelvin, I say it all the time, and I don't know if your girl's next to you right now. I've been told I get private messages of wives yelling at me, girlfriends yelling at me. I get private DMs of subscribers of mine that have broken up with their girlfriends because of me. Divorces caused because of me. And I'm sorry. I feel like I feel like I'm breaking up people's relationships. So I'm sorry. Women have sent me death threats because with the word stand up and a knife across my throat. I'm kidding, obviously, but but I apologize, man. Little Nut, man, what's going on, man? And Alex says we have 3 wins after being down by 10 plus this year. Only other years we did that was 2007, 2011, 2016. Just saying. You're getting me excited, man. And I'm glad I made you laugh. Ray says Chris is a home wrecker. I feel bad, man. I feel bad, Ray. 3:42 to go here in the fourth, 26-17. Eagles coming out in the shotgun formation here from the 34. Takes the snap. He's going to give to Sanders. Oh, what a shot in the backfield that was. I think that was Tank Lawrence. We saw enough of him going up against Evan Neal. That was about a 5-yard loss. And John, man, thank you very much, man. I'm excited to see who Joe Shane is going to draft in the next draft. First class is on fire, and DJ gave Lamar his first loss in the NFC Conference. Yeah, I'm really excited about Joe Shane this year so far with this draft class. Looks great. And Brian Dable made Dave Gettleman. Dave Gettleman went from being like the worst GM in the history of football, but in New York fans' eyes, now he looks like a decent GM because of Brian Dable with the way he's making some of his picks look. 3rd and 7, the Eagles fumble it, and they are able to recover it. It's going to be 4th down, 2:46 to go, and I'm assuming Dallas called a timeout. We have a stoppage in play. Obviously, they need a miracle, but there's still a chance. 26-17, 2:46 to go here in the fourth. Nelson. And we have to end this primetime drought. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We don't have another primetime game, do we? I know we play on Thanksgiving, but I don't think that's at like primetime. It's like midday, like 4 o'clock, right? And then I think we play a Saturday game, but I'm not sure if that's a night game. I don't know. We play Saturday, Christmas Eve. Now, I will say there's a very good chance, depending on who we play late in the season, if the game means something for both teams, there's a very good chance that the Giants get flexed. I wouldn't be surprised at all. 4th down here for the Eagles. They're going to punt. 2:46 to go here in the fourth. And the punt's away here for the Eagles. 2:43 to go. Cowboys are going to let this bounce out at about the 12. They'll start there. And Michael says, here comes the backdoor cover. What was the line? I don't even know what the line was. Well, let me guess the line. I didn't see the line before the game started. Dallas Eagles in Philly. Well, you kind of gave me a hint by saying backdoor cover. I would have guessed 4.5, 5. Eagles favored by 4.5 or 5 before the game started. 6.5. Oh, it's higher than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like 4.5, 5. 26-17. Rush coming out in the shotgun, empty backfield, 5 wide set. Takes the snap. Eagles come with 4. Rush steps up, throws, and that's batted away. Incomplete. 2:35 to go here in the fourth. Oh, the Vikes are at noon. Okay, so yeah, that's not a night game. It's on a Saturday though. And Scorcho, man, have a great night, buddy. 7.5, Jaden says. What a day is right, Nona. And here comes Rush, 5 wide set, shotgun formation, empty backfield, 2:35 to go. From his own 12, it's now or never. Rush takes the snap, throws over the middle, and what a catch. I thought it was going to be picked off. Cowboys come up with it. 2:27 to go. They get the first down. Rush is rushing them to the line of scrimmage. 2:21 to go. From the 23. Zeke remains in the game on his left. Takes the snap, drops back. Rush, pressured, and incomplete. Hit as he threw it. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the fourth. 2nd and 10. All right, JD, be good, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Trade Galladay and Tony for a bag of chips, and we win the trade. Well, if we get rid of Galladay's contract, you're probably right. Unfortunately, nobody's taking that. But we're not trading Tony. Not yet, anyway. Rush out of the gun. He's going to motion Zeke to his right. Takes the snap. Eagles come with 4. Throws out in the flat to CeeDee Lamb, and Lamb's going to have to get out of bounds, and he does. Well, it doesn't matter. 2-minute warning. He got about 8, so it'll bring up about a 3rd and 2 with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. You made your line? Oh, you bet on Prize Picks? What did I say on Prize? I would have lost. I would have lost the Jones pick that I said, and I would have won the Barkley pick. I said over for Barkley at 73.5. I think he ran for 80-something. And I said over for Jones at 200.5. And he only threw for 179. So I would have went 50-50. Yep, we're about to be in second place now. We by ourselves. Big Blue Nation, let's ride. Green says, let's go. But it was a good thing that he didn't have to throw for 200 yards because they were able to run the ball so effectively. We didn't even run the ball that well. We set up good field position when some of the turnovers were created. Would you rather have Ingram or Galladay? I guess Ingram. Ingram definitely at least had some production with us, even though fans didn't like him. He's better than Galladay. Galladay's done nothing. Obviously, Ingram was not a good draft pick. You think we're going 12-5, Chris? I do. I'm going to have us at 11-6 right now. I think that's where I'm at right now, Jaden. 11-6. I'm between 10 and 11, and I'm leaning more towards 11 right now. Do you see us trading for a wide receiver 1 now that we are expected to go to the playoffs? It's possible. I mean, I mentioned it 2 or 3 weeks ago when we were 3-1 that I would like to. I don't know if I should say I would like to do that. I wouldn't shy away from it if the right opportunity presented itself. That's what I'll say. So we'll see. We'll see if the right opportunity presents. I wouldn't force a trade, but if there was something out there that made sense, I would make it. What do you think our record will be at the bye week? I'm going to say we split these next 2 because they're both on the road. Like, I'll say we split these next 2. So I'm going to say 6-2 at the bye. And then I think we win our next 2 games coming out of it. I think we're going to beat Houston, and I think we're going to beat Lions. I got to say 8-2 right now after 10, but 6-2 going into the bye. I'll say we split between Seattle and the Jaguars on the road. And Toba, man, thank you for being a member, buddy. He says, let's go Giants. Got to meet Toba at the Fan Fest. Second time we've had a winning record since I've been a Giants fan. Glad to be rocking with you. Nice merch. When's it dropping? Yeah, I got to talk to my merch guy. He was actually, I didn't even check my phone today. I didn't have a chance, during the stream and after. As you hit Zeke out in the flat for a pickup of 6. But my merch, yeah, I'm wearing my hat. What do you guys think of the hat? Let me show you guys my shirt, too, in case you haven't seen it. I'll show it to you when I get a chance. Next stop is you play. Minute 56 to go. I got a hoodie, too. But the guy who made my merch is setting up a website and all that. So I think it's going to be ready this week, if you guys are interested. And here's Rush coming out in the gun from his own 35. Eagles come with 4. Rush flushed out of the pocket. Looking down the field. Incomplete. Minute 49 to go in the fourth. Still streaming at him. Ain't going to be streaming much longer. But, yeah, this is the hat. It's like a trucker hat. I got a red hat. You guys have seen it. It was in one of my other streams. I got a red hat. And then I got a T-shirt over there. I'll show you guys. And I got the red hoodie. Good night, chat. Be good, Nader. You buy the hat and hoodie? All right, Nelly. I got to meet Nelly at a Giants game too last year when I went to the Giants-Eagles game. Minute 49 to go here in the fourth. And here's Rush out of the gun, drops back under pressure. That's caught. CeeDee Lamb, he's going. 45, dives down to the 40. Minute 40 to go here. And if you're the Dallas Cowboys here, you need a touchdown and a field goal anyway. And I know if you bet the Eagles, you don't want me to say this because of the spread. But you need both. If you could get 5 yards here, 10 yards, as that ball's batted away, and the Eagles nearly came up with it. Minute 22 to go here in the fourth. If they could pick up like 8 to 12 yards on this next play, I think I would just attempt the field goal because you need it anyway. All right, John, be good, man. Roman, have a good night, buddy. And here's Rush. Rush takes the snap. Clean pocket. Throws and batted away. Nice play by Slay. 3rd and 10. So if you're the Cowboys here, obviously you want to pick up the first if you can, but you got to get at least 5 yards to make the field goal more makeable. From there, it's 58 yards. So you want to at least make it like a 52-yard attempt. They'll break the huddle. Minute 17 to go here in the fourth. Rush takes it. Empty backfield. And nearly picked off. So now if you're Dallas, you got 2 options. I don't know how good their kicker is, but I think you have to try it. A 58-yard field goal attempt here. Minute 13 to go here in the fourth. Or you go for the 4th attempt. But I think you kick the field goal here. $59-yard attempt coming up. If he misses this, we go to bed. If he makes it, we'll finish the game. Minute 13 to go here in the fourth. 59-yard attempt from midfield. Snap, hold, kick. No good. Game's over. Eagles are going to win. Eagles remain undefeated, 6-0. Dallas Cowboys dropped to 4-2. And the New York Giants are by themselves in second place in the NFC East. Pretty crazy, guys. 5-1 New York Giants, 4-2 Dallas Cowboys, 6-0 Philadelphia Eagles. But guys, I'm going to get some sleep. Oh, yeah, real quick. I see Hunter ask it in the chat. Yes, I'll show you my hoodie right now. I have a hoodie. It's going to be, you guys will be able to get these if you want in about a week. I'll show you real quick. I got a t-shirt and a hoodie. Hold on. And I think there's another t-shirt on the site too, or there's going to be, but these are the ones he sent me. This is the first one. I think there's one that says stand up, but maybe I'm wrong. This is the first one. So it's just got like the Entertainer logo where like the pocket might be, and then on the back, it's just like, like big. Like it takes up the whole back. And then this is the hoodie. And I have a shirt that has this, a hat rather, that has this same design. So here's the red hoodie. So it says Entertainer Talking Sports right there with that, and then on the side it says Entertainer. So that's the merch. That's the merch, and that'll be probably in like a week if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I've worn it a couple of times in some of my videos. Fabi, man, thank you very much. Good night, Dana. Second place, go Giants. Let's go, man. Let's go, Giants. And Nelly likes it. All right. I'm glad you guys like it. We'll see. I'll talk to him about a discount code. I don't know yet. Hopefully I get you guys a discount code. 58 seconds to go here in the fourth, and there's a flag, but this game's over. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, maybe we could do a mug too. I'll let you know, Brian. I'll let you know. But guys, have a great rest of your night. I'll have a video up tomorrow at some point. I got work in the morning, so probably not until probably on my lunch break. I'll probably have a video. If not, definitely after work. So because I'm working from home tomorrow, so hopefully on my lunch break between 12 and 12:45, I'll make a video talking about the game, talking about the raised expectations for the Giants and everything else. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to talking to the Giants with you all throughout the rest of the week. And yeah, should be a lot of fun coming up as there's a fight now. But guys, have a great rest of your night. We'll talk soon. Is the hat yeah, the hat. And I also got a red. You know what? I think the red hat's right here, actually. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's right here. So there's the other hat that you can buy once he gets the website up. So much like the hoodie, like the same design as the hoodie, it's this. So it's that, and then it says Entertainment Talk Sports on the side. So, and you got these two hats. So that's the merch. But guys, have a great night. We'll talk soon. Have a good night, everybody.